All right, welcome back, everybody. We are recording now. So we have a new attendee. This is Norman from Oregon. He's a friend of Janine Denoma's. So everybody say hi to Norman.
Hi, Norman.
Carolyn said that she thinks that some people might be showing up from Rational Roundtable. Is that right? Oh, okay. No, I never know. So we have a special night. Tonight is a really a big deal because this is game number 250. So,
Yay.
if you like those nice round numbers, we still have not missed a Thursday. Thank you, Kevin and Peggy. So today is also July 9th. It's the day
It's
that
not July, honey.
July? What?
Why?
January 9th.
July.
Starts with a J,
January.
whatever.
It's
certainly
your
not
son's
New
birthday.
Jersey.
Spreadsheet.
It's July in Australia.
Okay,
What
it's
time zone are
January
you in,
9th.
Susan?
January.
Yeah, so we have a birthday. We're gonna have to sing happy birthday to
We
them.
have multiple birthdays.
Do we? Who else?
do.
I only have one.
Yeah.
And Faith has one.
Alan, today is the
Alan
day.
just
Oh,
turned
that's
80.
right,
So,
Alan.
today.
That's
Oh,
right.
Alan is yesterday. I'm tomorrow. This is the bridge between.
And Sterling's today.
Yeah, we've got to keep these in line, because we've got to have this written down.
This
Sterling never comes.
But his mother was here and she was there on the birthday, so it counts.
We were St. Patrick's Day babies. That's when we were
Sterling's
confused.
asleep right about now. He's about to go to sleep. He has to get up at 4. He has to be at work at 4:30 in the morning. So he doesn't.
Well, more fool him.
Yeah, well. Anyway, so we have a full. Let me make sure I give you guys your power. So we have the different people who are ready.
Give me power.
Today. Kat is going to be one of our leaders today. Norman, this changes every week pretty much. So it's different people each time have to write a category. And I don't know, like I said, I don't know what they're going to do. Here's Rob's getting a category. Jamie has a category. And when Jamie has the category, I become your team member. And Gail has got bonus tonight. Gail.
You haven't given me powers yet, woman.
Yeah, you do. You have them. Yes, you do.
I keep going. Breakout rooms.
No, you
And
have
You have powers.
Now it's refreshed on mine.
Well, I gave them to you first when I said Kat.
Yeah, I know. And I kept checking, and it wasn't refreshing.
Anyway, so that was so interesting. So Alan, Kat, Paula, Romero, and Vincent, what is your team name tonight?
The 11th province.
Does that mean United States?
Yes.
Okay, what?
It's not in
that?
It's not in the chat.
It doesn't happen if it's not in the chat.
Sorry, I forgot to put it in the chat.
Avi, Kyle, Brandy, Peggy, and Rob, what is your team name tonight?
Gulf of Dumbfuckistan.
That's okay. You can use that one now. I like that one.
I'm so glad we're not being political.
Yeah, well, it's close, but puns are fine.
We thought about that and agreed it was geographical.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. Carolyn, Jamie, Janine, Norman, and Ron, what's your team's name tonight?
Nobody thought Trump won Greenland, but I know it.
I knew it.
Yeah.
He's going to want to make Greenland green again.
Also not political.
Yeah, Faith,
Yeah.
Gail, Carl, Leonard, and Wendy. You guys are like a bunch of kids testing me. Like, jeez.
Bad human.
Bad human.
We probably
Does that
need
have
an
something to do with the
explanation for that one,
smells?
Wendy.
Is that
I
have
saw
something
the cartoon and the man scolding the dog. You ate my sandwich, bad dog. And the dog is thinking, you left the sandwich where I could leave it. I could eat it. Bad human.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it meant human, like as in the smells, the
No,
humans.
it was Gail's joke.
Okay, I got it.
It's also about
That's
Trump.
very cute.
I thought it was referring
to Bad Robot.
Oh yeah.
Yes, the
So here
production
we are
company.
on
That's what I
January
thought of
9th.
too, Paula.
And I thought it was referring to the other categories, but that's okay.
Everybody can find their own special meaning in it.
Yeah, isn't that nice? Okay, so January 9th, 2025, game number 250, Dos Mil Cincuenta. And this is season 5. We have 4 teams that are vying for the winning roll of 250. We'll never have 250 again. And the teams that are vying for the championship tonight are the 11th province versus Gulf of Dumbfuckistan versus nobody thought Trump would want Greenland, but I
I knew it.
I knew it.
Inuit. But
I knew it.
Inuit.
versus bad human. I know Inuit is that's in Greenland, but I just don't get
That's the
nation.
the tribe in Greenland.
Okay. All right. So, Kat, you're up first. So what you got for us tonight?
Oh my
You're
goodness, I
kidding.
am up first. All right, I got to stop needle felting. Put that away.
Ah,
I was saying to my team that, you know, when I'm stressed, I needle felt because stabbing things multiple times makes me feel better.
Mm.
that's
So
probably a good idea.
Kat,
Zoom's a good idea.
before you
Yes.
start, I have a suggestion for your segment on the Skeptic Zone. So it's called it's called Cat McCloud for crying out loud. It's Cat McCloud. So you should end it by saying, "This is Cat McCloud for crying out loud."
Oh,
do
that's
that.
adorable.
I should do that. When Richard named it, I thought he was like mad at me because first we were like, I'm a loon. And then it's like, for crying out loud, it's Cat McCloud. And so I keep testing him regularly, as you can tell from the latest, you know.
Oh, that was very clever, your last episode with the torture chambers. I had no idea that torture things were. Oh God, that's probably the category tonight.
Oh,
Should have
it's
done that.
Well,
True or
we'll
false.
see.
No, she didn't
Wow.
think of it.
oh, I thought of it. Trust me. Before it was a skeptic zone, it was a trivia night.
Ah.
But tonight, my category is big, old, sweet, and ugly.
All about torture things.
All about medieval torture devices. So it's not all about medieval torture devices.
I would have done well on that.
Yeah, because you listened to my episode.
Yeah, I sure did.
I did too.
I always do, but
For some reason, it likes putting my stuff in bold. So I'm sorry. I'm not yelling at you. I'm trying to take the formatting off and it's not doing it.
it's
So
all caps that it's a problem.
it's not all caps. It's just in bold.
That's fine.
So question 1. In which year was North America settled by Europeans? And yes, I will give a plus minus, but you get to know that at the end.
That is so vague.
Yeah, what's the definition of settled? Actually,
Europeans.
All right, skeptics, don't let your brains go weird.
Actually have a settlement here, not just flying by, but settled.
How about if there was a settlement and then it got destroyed and there was none for like
Did they settle?
they did and they got wiped out. And then there was another settlement that was a
Hey, what year was that? So we can really blow it.
Don't be giving away all the answers.
they settled for Trump. They settled. Okay.
Oh, that man's name. All right.
Self-banned. You better watch out.
Right. We'll be banned. So now that we're done fighting about question 1, which I know is a little bit vague, but North America, you guys can figure this out. You're smart.
No, we're not. Oh, I'm not.
You'll appreciate I'm using imperial here for you. At 4,860 miles long, this is the longest national road in the world. Name it. Or don't and not get a point. It's totally up to you.
How funny. I can't get the two to, or the numbers to
Yeah, it's just being bizarro.
Interesting.
Question 3. Which city, continually inhabited since 1608, is one of the oldest cities in North America?
Hey, I know the answer to that.
Yay, because you're on my team. All right. This is for my nerds. If you wanted to walk the Canadian coastline and you could walk 30 miles a day, again, imperial, because I'm loving on you, how long would it take you to complete the walk? Plus or minus 20 days, because I know you guys are just a bunch of nerds who aren't going to take a random guess. I can see you doing math in your heads already. Like,
Not
just
me. I don't do math.
It's arithmetic. It's not math.
Oh.
in my
You
world,
know, this is kind of math.
Ooh, somebody being pedantic. Hey, I love it.
All right, just for you. Question 5. Name this traditional percussion instrument used in kitchen parties.
What's a kitchen party?
If you don't know, then you're not going to know the answer, are you?
It's the place they use the percussion instruments.
It's a party.
Oh, jeez.
It's literally a party in your kitchen. Question 3. Canada shares 3 of the Great Lakes with the USA: Superior, Huron, and Erie. How many other lakes does Canada have? Give you a plus or minus of 100.
Oh, that's a lot of lakes.
Well, I could have said I'll give you a mythical plus or minus, but I thought I'd be nice this time. Don't make me regret it.
So is that just lakes in general or Great Lakes?
No, how many lakes in general? Because otherwise there's 2 other Great Lakes, and that would be a really simple question. Question 7. The first LGBTQ bookstore in North America, which is still open today, is located in which city?
Hey, these are questions I can answer. Holy moly.
Also, number 6, it's Lake Huron, not Huron.
Okay.
I didn't hear a difference in those two pronunciations.
It's not like a bird.
It's the Canadian spelling, Avi.
No.
You'll learn that here on trivia.
Ah.
All right, somebody's going to get banned for all these puns if you don't stop.
Question 8. I'm just scooting right over top of these now.
Here.
These colorful Port City homes have a confectionery nickname. What is it? Question 9. Oh, it did not like that.
Oh, funny. That time it gave me the number.
Oh, okay, let me try doing this.
For me, only number 1 did not give me the number. So
Oh, see, I
It's
tried
wrong
changing
number.
it to 9 and it said 8. So that should be question 9, not 8.
Interesting.
The unbolded 8 is really question 9. At 5,959 meters high, this mountain is the highest peak in Canada. Name it or the province/territory it's located in, because I love you. Giving you an easy on that one.
Oh, yeah.
All right, and question 10. I also have a bonus just because. Canada is home to 52,455 islands, including the world's largest uninhabited island by land area, which is 55,247 square kilometers. It is slightly smaller than Croatia. Why are scientists interested in this island?
That's a good question.
So you don't even have to know the name of the island.
Thank you.
Just why do scientists like this island? And as a bonus, because I love you guys, I'm sharing all the love with you. This traditional Newfie food makes you question if fish can talk.
Newfie food. Okay.
So name the food. Are there any questions before I send you off to your rooms? No.
Straightforward.
You've been very naughty. Go to your room.
Naughty. Okay.
Naughty. Only me.
Naughty with a K.
Naughty with a K. Wow.
Okay.
You're welcome to.
Hello,
No,
team.
nobody did the scribing. Did I do the scribing?
You can do it.
I think I did. Yeah, you guys are like so spoiled.
Yeah, we are.
Shoot, how do I do this again? I have to share. And then share the document.
Does anyone know if she's counting all the coastline of those 80-something thousand islands inner coastline of Canada question?
No.
Well,
No, she is not.
No, I am not.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I told
By
you.
the way, I just thinking of what the one or two that I might know. Is the Trans Canada would that be number two?
we've had this before in trivia for number 2. It's in
Have
I
we?
mean,
Australia.
this is all basically Canadian stuff or North American, so I gotta think it's got to be the Trans Canada.
Does the
It's a-
Pan-Pacific Highway go all the way to Canada? I don't know how long that is, though.
Well, Trans Canada goes right across Canada, Trans Canada. So
Oh, that's clever.
Yes, but it was let me look at, I have to expand this because I'm on my phone. The longest national road in the world. So
yeah, but
it has
given
to
that,
go through Canada, at least keeping with this theme, but that doesn't mean it's wholly in Canada.
well, there's no other road that it would be. There's nothing goes into the States.
It is.
It would be. I mean, Trans Canada literally goes coast to coast.
Hey, you guys, we haven't answered any question yet. Did you know that?
Well, we've had this question before, and it was in Australia, if I remember. Like,
We didn't finish number 1.
But that would be an unfair for her to then throw an Australian thing in the middle of. But I think Canada's bigger than Australia, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
It
yeah,
is by a
yeah.
lot.
So it would still be. I know. I sure that was the road or the straightest road. I think it was without the straightest road without a turn or something like that.
Okay,
Was
so
the
what year was North America settled by Europeans?
long time ago?
Long time ago. I think it was in the
The
1600s.
Vikings, right? The Vikings settled it, but they created a settlement somewhere.
Well, now
No,
that's why I asked
it
about
was-
that. Did they settle? They
It's
showed up
considered
here.
it's considered a settlement if you look it up. It still doesn't exist, but they had used it for quite a long time. It wasn't just a stop and drop. And since
Yeah.
this deals with Canada, I would guess for the Viking settlement, and it was in Newfoundland.
Yeah.
And
Lori, can I break in and
I
just
think it was like 1000, year 1000 around that area. How much leeway did she give us on that?
Susan?
Yes,
I
ma'am?
assigned Kevin to room 2, but now James is here. Do you want me to keep assigning rooms?
Oh, no, I'll do it. I
Okay.
missed it. Thank you.
No worries.
So you put Kevin in 2.
Kevin in 2 and James I haven't assigned yet.
Okay, I'll put him in 3. Okay, thank you. And Deborah's on her way too.
In which year was North America settled by Europeans?
She didn't give us a
I'm
plus
gonna
or
go with
minus.
1000 because I think it's near there, but I forget. Let me see how much leeway she gives. Have to zoom in.
Nothing, no
There
leeway.
is no leeway.
Are most of these just going to
What
be get lucky, just guesses?
So it must be
I'm just gonna
something we
say
know.
1000.
1,000? Okay.
Yeah, because
1,000?
it's got to be a name. If she's not giving us a plus or minus, it needs to be something probably famous, or she assumes we would know that.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
yeah.
number 3. Number 3 is Montreal.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Montreal, not Quebec?
Well, not Quebec.
Quebec's not a city.
Yes,
Quebec
it
is
is.
the city. Quebec City. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you said Quebec like the province.
Nope.
Well, yeah, but
With
Quebec,
like the
that's what I'm
province.
talking about. So
Yeah.
Montreal is older than Quebec City. I can't
Montreal
remember.
is older than Quebec City. Yep.
All right.
If you wanted to walk the Canadian coastline, walk 30 miles a day, how long would it take you to complete the walk?
We can leave that one for last, I think.
Oh, you know what? Because you're talking straight down. You're not going around, even if it's an island, you're not going around the island. You're just going straight down.
Yeah.
Straight down from where to where?
If you wanted to walk the Canadian coastline, oh yeah, and which coastline?
All right, so
I'm thinking she means all 3 of them.
okay, name the
Well,
traditional percussion
no.
instrument used in kitchen pantries parties.
Yeah, we can come back to it as the last one.
4 is so mathy. Let's figure out the ones that are more Name this
Name this
traditional
traditional
percussion.
percussion instrument.
I
I
don't
don't
know
know.
what a kitchen party is. That's got to be a Canadian thing.
No,
I don't
just a
know. How
part.
about just pots and pans? But
Are you
it's
talking
one.
about Tupperware or?
No, because that's not traditional.
Okay, what would be a
You're the
percussion?
musician, Alan. Name a percussion
Like a
instrument.
pot or a pan would be a
In
percussion
the kitchen. I don't
instrument.
know. That's what I'm thinking. Like a pot lid or something like that.
Yeah, I would think it'd be something like that. It wouldn't be, I mean, if it's not a Canadian thing, then it's probably something like pot or pan.
No, she's saying like a percussion instrument that you use in a kitchen party. Like an instrument. What percussion instruments are there?
Drums, bongos.
Drums, bongos,
Kettle drums.
Kettle drums.
kettle drums? Is that such a
How about
thing?
cymbals?
Well, I mean, kettle drums is timpanis or kettle drums. But I mean, what's that to use kettle drums in your kitchen? I don't
Why,
know.
yeah.
Well, we use
Why would you have
Kettle
it in the
pan seems
kitchen?
like the most logical thing, but if you're in the kitchen,
kettle.
Oh,
Kettle
maybe she's
drums.
using a pun. Kettle drums.
Kettle drums. Is that a thing?
I mean,
Yeah.
there is such thing as a kettle
it's a
drum. It's a
thing, but
real instrument in an
nobody has
orchestra.
kettle drums unless you're like in a symphony or something.
Well, she's
Yeah,
talking about a
that's why
pun,
I
isn't
can't.
she?
It's the kitchen party is what I don't
Yeah,
know.
so it's a pun.
It
And
might
the
be a
pun is
pun.
that the drum is a kettle.
So you know what? Why don't you put down for now? Put kettle drums, and we'll see
Okay, so
if we can
next
think of
is
something else.
Three Lakes. What is this one?
How many lakes does Canada have?
A gazillion.
Like a
Yeah.
lot. Like we have
I
a
would think it has
lot
over
of
a
lakes.
million lakes. It's just full of lakes.
Yeah.
We have a lot of lakes.
Okay, do we know what the
10,000?
over 9,000?
Oh yeah,
No, that's
there's probably more than that in
that
Ontario.
would be too high. Well, 9,000?
Oh gee,
Probably.
yeah, they have the Thousand Lakes and stuff, or no, yeah, I would. But the thing
That
is, just using
seems
plus minus 100 means it's probably not that huge. But I would do at least 10,000 or more, 10, 20,000.
yeah.
Also, how do you define a lake? What size is
It's
it?
a very large puddle.
Very
Is she
large.
counting ponds? Like ponds don't count, but only lakes.
Okay, colorful port city homes.
You missed number 7.
Where they put Vancouver, so I guess he already knew that one.
It's Vancouver. I know it's Vancouver.
Okay.
I just
No, but
just know it.
does it ask for the city or the name of the bookstore?
No, the city.
City.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it
Okay, so
is
what is the
Okay.
colorful port city homes that have a confectionery nickname?
Port City. So that would be Vancouver or Victoria or
But they want the nickname. Would it be? Is there anything like candy colored towns or something like that?
no. I
Powder puff,
Eclairs.
cinnamon roll.
I think
Okay.
colorful is the.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
colorful.
colorful.
So
Rainbow.
I would think like jelly beans.
Jelly beans could be colorful, yeah. Is there a jelly beans?
Well,
Does
I
anyone
think
know?
don't know. I don't
it's.
know.
I mean, it's as good a guess as any.
The only thing I think of is like Nanaimo bars, but that's on Vancouver Island, and they're not colorful. They're just delicious.
Yeah, I'm fine with jelly beans.
Nanaimo bars are very, very good.
Yes,
Very, very fattening. Very
I've
fattening.
had them in Nanaimo.
Have you?
Okay, now the
Yeah.
next one is a
You
mountain.
can make them anywhere.
Do you know the mountain?
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
trying to
that's
think of the
the,
largest.
She puts province or territory. Hey, you know what?
Territory.
I
we
Vincent,
had this
I
one
always felt
before.
stupid.
I think it's
Vincent,
Mount Logan.
What?
it is Yukon is a Canadian territory?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know why it's always, 'cause I was thinking Northwest Territories, but with the she puts province or territory. When is there it
I
would it
assume it's going to
possibly
be
be
a
in the Yukon?
territory.
Would
I assume it's
would
going to
would
be a
it
territory anyway, because
I
so
think
much
we
of
had this before.
Canada is really, hard to get at and mountainous. And so someplace like this is not going to be where
I'm thinking
the
it's
city
BC.
area is.
I mean, it's either going to be in British Columbia or the Yukon, and
Yukon,
the
yeah.
We had this one before. I think it's Mount Logan. No,
but where is it?
I don't know.
Oh, if you know the mountain, then just Mount Logan. That's all we need to know.
That sounds good.
Yeah,
It
okay.
sounds like if you named that already. Let's see.
Okay,
Pen go.
that works.
Okay, is the island Baffin Island, Vincent?
How the hell would I know? I don't know.
Number 10.
You're Canadian.
I mean, I think it's Baffin
Yeah.
Island, but that's not what she wants. She wants to know,
Why are scientists interested in this island?
maybe they want to know if it's inhabitable for residents of Greenland to move to.
There
All
was-
right, Vince.
Sorry.
Vincent, hang in
What?
there. We need you.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna try to stay awake, okay? I did not get much sleep last night. I am sorry.
Baffin is an island that I've heard of. Maybe because it is so big, I don't know why it's
Yeah,
important.
it's right up at the top of Canada. I mean, it's the biggest thing up there. But either way, that's not the
Wait, you
question.
guys. The question is not what is the name of the island. It is
Yeah,
why
Right.
are
but why is it
scientists
important?
interested in the island?
Yeah, there was something special about it, and I can't remember.
Is it because of the wildlife there? Could be a
No,
temperature.
Temperature change, ice melt,
It's the
melting of the
coldest,
ice.
Maybe it's very cold. Yeah.
or maybe it's
Like
warm.
climate change, maybe? If that going in that direction?
Does it have a glacier?
Possible. Yeah.
If it has glaciers and they melt, then that might be something that they
Why are scientists maybe
measure for climate change.
could there be an animal that's there, a bird that's there that
melting
it's
glacier,
rare? It's
Well,
only there.
just melting ice.
melting ice. I don't know. There was something special about it, but I just can't remember why.
Is it bird related?
Yeah,
Could be.
I can't remember.
Animal of any kind?
Well, I don't know. It could be something about polar bears or
Could
something
be a
like that.
strategic reason, like where it's located next to something. Well, that'd be more political than like a military base or something.
Yeah,
Okay, do we anybody know what a Newfi food?
Newfie.
Well, that stands for
food.
Newfoundland. It's
It
a
means
nickname for
yes.
Newfoundland.
It stands for Newfoundland.
Where's Adrian tonight? We haven't seen Adrian in ages.
She's probably at the.
Adrian's still sick.
She's probably still sick, or I was gonna say at the book club, but that's where
Or she ate some food in Newfoundland and she's sick.
And she's been
Do you know what do they eat in Newfoundland?
fish.
apparently a lot of fish. Oh yeah, there is somewhat of trying to remember talking.
He's
We need
still
to go
sick?
back and
That's so
look at
awful.
the lakes, right? And like how many lakes did we put something for the lakes?
Oh, we didn't put anything.
And if you walk around Canada, I don't know. Let's see.
Oh, okay, Cat. With this walking on the coastline, that you're talking about the whole coastline of all around Canada, or just down one coast?
No, she's talking about all
But
of
not the
All
border.
of Canada,
Just
but not
the-
every little island.
I
Yeah.
mean, up north there is no coastline. All right.
You
There
don't
should-
think there's a
yeah.
coastline?
There's a wall.
Well, I guess
There's a
there is.
giant
It's
wall.
kind of
Yes.
jaggedy.
Arctic.
there certainly is.
I don't know.
The Arctic
10,
Ocean just what stops itself?
That's right. Well, no,
I
but
think
then
this question.
could
I
we
think
could
this
we put
question is easier for a landlocked country than
could we
something with
say
islands.
0 because the chances are the person would have frozen to death before they finished. All right.
I just rewatched The Terror, and it was all about them all dying trying to get through that.
By the way, put down 20,000 lakes for the number of lakes, and I still think that's low.
yeah,
I think
Yeah, I
there's
think
more
it's.
than
I think that's.
there's
I think
more
that's
than
really
that in
low.
Ontario.
What about 100,000
Yeah, how about
more?
100,000?
there's a lot of
Okay,
lakes.
okay.
Like
There's a
Michigan,
lot of
it's
lakes, and
like
I think
yeah.
that may be low too.
So let's just put out a number for number 4 because there's no way we're gonna do this. I
How
don't know.
about 10 years? Or let's
Yeah,
see.
it sounds good.
I can't imagine she would. Hi, James. Hi, Kevin.
Hello.
Oh, my team had the advantage because me being Canadian, but
Don't brag until we get those answers right. Then we
yeah.
can.
God,
Not as good as we
they
thought.
were hard. It's like I don't know that much.
I think a lot of
this
people
might
hate
be-
me right now.
Is this going to
Nobody
be the
hates
new lighthouses?
It's going to take a lot more than this to make us hate you, Kat.
No, we don't hate anybody who makes a category. We just laugh at you forever. That's all.
Well, except for my category, but we won't go there.
No, I don't hate you for that. I laughed because I thought they were even funnier when people got mad.
Oh, they did.
I enjoyed the
kidding.
really bad riddles.
Oh, okay.
All right, next. So what do you
Oh,
got
this
for our
was a
answers,
long
Kat?
time ago.
Are we all ready for answers? Do people want to know what I was thinking when I made this category?
I'm predicting a
well,
high score of 3.
And can you share those chunks?
Yeah, we're all saying, what was
interested to
she
know-
thinking?
We're interested to know what you were thinking. Whether or not that's actually related to the answer to the question is another issue altogether.
That is true. Yeah.
These were interesting questions, but still.
And I don't get the connection to the category name that you came up with, by the way. Big.
Well, you'll see that all the answers fall into one of those categories.
Ugly? Okay.
You'll find out. So for the first question, hopefully some of you got this right. I heard lots of interesting comments on this. The answer, I will take anything from the 10th or 11th century. Because there's an archaeological site of a Viking settlement in Newfoundland known as Lens au Meadow. It is the only undisputed site of pre-Columbian transoceanic contact of Europeans with the Americans outside of Greenland. Carbon dating estimates between 990 and 1050 CE.
Yeah, we got one.
And tree ring dating estimates it at 1021. So that's why anything in the 10th or 11th century is your plus or minus. Enjoy them.
Was that the time or is that the date? 10:21 in the morning or
AM.
We got it. We got it out.
Can everybody stop imitating Vincent, please?
What?
Puns, dad jokes.
So they say that
okay.
this settlement actually served as a base camp for the Norse exploration of North America, including regions to the south. So
Wow, I've been to Camp
Viking.
Norse.
Way earlier than I thought.
Yeah.
Plus or minus 400, we would have got it right.
I gave you 2 centuries. I thought that would be ample, but all right. Question 2: the longest road is the Trans-Canada Highway. I will also take the one.
Yay.
Because
Now,
this is
what
Highway
about
1.
the Pan American Highway? That's supposed to be
That's
really
international.
long too, and
That's
it does go through
international.
Canada.
Is the Alcan Highway part of the Trans-Canada Highway?
no?
Missed it by that much.
national road, so it's not going between countries, it's in one nation.
One nation.
Was that
There's
part
a
of the
road
thing that
that
it was
goes
one
around
nation?
Australia. That's
Okay.
a lot longer than that.
Well, maybe it's not all paved, I don't know, but according to Wikipedia, I think is where I can look up my source for that. But as far as national roads go,
Okay, so it's a
the
national road.
Trans-Canada.
Okay. Well, we got that anyway, because that I was outvoted.
You're outvoted.
I heard lots, again, of really interesting conversations surrounding the continually inhabited city. Lots of you went for St. Augustine because it's like probably the oldest, but the key here was since 1608, it has been inhabited.
Oh.
And so technically St. Augustine was also inhabited since then, but I was looking for the fabulous Quebec City.
Oh shit!
So we got one, Avi?
I
Thank
said
you, Dennis.
Montreal.
I think so.
We
Dennis
mentioned
said
both
Sit
those
down, right?
places.
And
All right,
Quebec
we got
City.
one. That was the one on my list.
We got that one too.
I am so sorry, team. I
That's
was
funny that the
sure
Canadian
it
got it
was-
wrong.
I was sure it was
Well,
either
I remember
Montreal or
that from when I
Quebec
lived in
City.
Toronto.
I'm sorry. The other Canadian did get it right, but was outvoted. Thank you very
I
much.
am sorry.
Canadian teams got it wrong. The American teams got it right.
Well, I'm proud of my American neighbors.
Proud to be American.
Well, we're gonna buy you guys anyway.
No, you're not.
No, I know, but just
You
Trump's
can't
delusional.
afford me.
Trump's delusional.
So how long would it take you to walk the Canadian coastline?
333 days.
Oh, honey.
We said
About-
1,000 days.
You'll freeze before you do.
We were at 980.
2,000.
And how fast is the walk?
30
Says
miles a
30 miles a
day.
day.
And you're walking every day.
Okay,
That was in
all
the
right.
question.
It's in the question.
The answer is actually 13 years and 9 months ish,
Oh.
depending on leap years.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
We were a little bit off.
Yeah,
Did we
were
get
on.
9 years? We
Oh
did
my
something
God.
really high like
Plus or
that.
minus 13 years, we got it.
So the
Well, because-
coastline is 151,019 miles.
Oh my
Order of magnitude larger than we
We're way off.
And there's a slight dispute on the total length. One says 243,042 kilometers. That Stats Can.
Oh.
Another says 265,523 kilometers. That's the World Resources Institute. And so at 30 miles a day, it would take 5,034 days or 13 years, 285 days, depending on leap years.
Cool.
What was the plus or minus on that?
Not
The plus or
Not
minus was
nearly
20
enough.
days
Nowhere
because
near
I know
enough.
you guys are nerds.
You should have made it plus or minus 100 days.
I'm
Okay,
telling
plus
you,
or minus
should
You
have,
still would have got it wrong.
it should have been 0 because you would freeze to death before you ever finished.
All right, you guys, quit
Necessarily.
arguing. Let's go on.
But they don't have to be
Anyone get it within a
consecutive
year?
days. A lot of people do hikes in pieces.
Did anyone get it like within a year or two?
If you drop the years, we were close.
We said our team
Yeah.
said 10 years.
You get a point.
Yeah.
Yay.
What did we say?
If you
Attaboy,
guessed
Vincent.
over a decade, take the point. If you guessed under a decade, well, then you don't know how big Canada is.
It's a thing about coastlines. I should have realized it because one of my categories was Europe, and the question was how long is the Mediterranean coastline? And nobody came close to right. It's longer than the circumference of the planet, which is freaking unbelievable.
Yeah, all the ins and outs and
Yeah.
nooks and crannies.
The percussion instrument that is used at kitchen parties is
First,
known as the ugly stick.
Oh.
yeah.
what is the kitchen party?
What's a
Kitchen
kitchen
party?
party and what's an ugly stick?
A kitchen party is a Newfoundland tradition. It's held actually all over Eastern Canada, where it's basically a house party, but you're in the kitchen and usually you're singing folk music. And the ugly stick is like usually a broom handle, or it could be like an ice chipping handle that has like bells wrapped around it and a rubber boot on the bottom, and you use it to stomp around to the beat of the music that you're making. It's called.
But some people use spoons, right? Some people use spoons.
So we said.
What about
But-
kettle
We
drums?
said-
None of our Canadians knew that. What's up?
Spoons
No.
are used all over the place.
That's because I'm Western Canadian, not Eastern Canadian. There
Ugly
is a
stick was only used in Newfoundland.
huge difference.
Yeah, they have a pretty stick in Western.
And you see now where the title comes from, yes? It was a hint. The ugly.
Yeah.
We should have read the
Yeah,
title.
that would have helped a lot.
Well, that would have given it away totally.
Yeah,
We
is
would
the
have
St.
said ugly
Lawrence Seaway by
spoons.
Quebec?
Okay, next.
I
Oh my
think it is,
God, we're on
Bob.
question 5.
Oh, no, we're on to question 6.
Oh, we can do this.
Actually,
And
Kat,
question 6 is
Kat, I have
about
a
how many
question.
islands there are.
Kat,
Yes?
I have a question. Is the St. Lawrence Seaway by Quebec?
Yeah, Montreal
That's-
is an island on the St. Lawrence River.
What
But the
about
Seaway,
Quebec?
no, the Seaway is not.
The St. Lawrence
okay.
Seaway, yes, it runs through Quebec City.
Well, do you call that the
That's it.
the
Runs right
Seaway or
past.
just? I guess it is. It's the river. I guess that's
It runs right past Quebec.
yeah.
Quebec is on the shore of the
On the side of St. Lawrence, yeah.
of the St. Lawrence.
So how many lakes does Canada have?
Too
A
many?
million?
Almost. Almost.
All of the islands.
We have 880,000.
Oh my God.
Which is 4 times as many as second place Russia. And it's as many as all other lakes on Earth combined.
That's ridiculous.
Holy
Well,
crap.
Are you doing Price is Right rules? Because otherwise, the plus or minus 100 is ridiculous.
Okay. Highest guess was?
We said
We said a million.
2 people said 1 million?
We
said a
said
million.
Are you on the
You
same
guys are
team?
talking
No,
over
they're on
each
the
other.
same team.
Yep.
we said 100,000.
Oh, Vincent, you failed. Whoever said
Well,
1 million gets a point. If you're within
Right.
200,000 of it, you can get a point. How's that?
That's fair. We didn't get it,
So
but that's
generous
fair.
of you.
Very fair.
We're going for getting a new teammate.
Yeah,
This is gonna
Yeah,
get
we're gonna
mad.
get a
Y'all are gonna
teammate.
get high scores.
Deborah will be here in a minute.
So Norman, one of the things that I don't think was mentioned to you was when people come to the game late, they are assigned to the teams that have so far gotten the lowest score.
So we got some new
So-
team.
So that's why people are saying that they're going for new teammates.
Oh.
So we're going for Deborah.
She's next to come in, I think.
As
As
in
are
already.
we, Janine.
Can you put the
As
answer in
are
the
we.
chat?
I did put the answer in the chat. I'm waiting.
No, you did not.
Oh,
No,
Not
you
not
didn't.
our
oh,
chat.
because somebody direct messaged me. That's why. Sorry, I answered to them directly. I
The
accidentally.
last thing I see is an ugly stick.
Mm,
Yeah,
Yeah.
please remove that.
that's what she
And
said.
yes, James, I did see it come from a ways. Now that I've answered James's question, I can go
James
back
is having a
and-
private conversation with you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Fine.
Yeah.
Still not seeing it, Kat. What's going on?
I'm just there. It's in now.
All right.
Ta-da! Magic.
Nobody
Now I gotta
ever.
go back and get my other answer,
This is
which
me.
was about the LGBTQ bookstore. I will be so proud if anybody got
How can you have more all other lakes on Earth combined? More than what? Countries?
Yeah,
More than
if you
all the
take
other
like
lakes.
Russia's lakes, America's lakes,
Right.
Guatemala's
All
lakes,
of them.
add up
I know.
all
I'm just
those
making
lakes,
fun of the way it reads.
we have more than that.
All the
But how
glaciers.
about if you
fall.
include little tiny puddles?
number 7 is Vancouver.
No, it's not.
Number
I
7
got
is
that
New York.
wrong? What? It's not Vancouver.
No, it's not New York. It's Toronto.
Toronto,
Yes.
yes.
Darn it.
Do it.
Toronto.
Nonsense.
Oh, I thought it was
Kidding.
Vancouver.
Very good, Ali.
Absolute nonsense.
Toronto didn't have any gays in
It opened in
1970.
1970. Give me proof that something was open before that. I will reconsider my answer.
Hey, where's Diane?
I thought it was Vancouver. I'm sorry, guys.
It's a good thing we changed that because otherwise we wouldn't have gotten Deborah.
Can we get a plus or minus on that one?
We talked
Because, like,
ourselves
you
out of
take
it.
Hamilton, it's just down the road.
Plus or minus 2 cities.
Yeah,
Plus or minus 100 kilometers. Like,
yeah,
Yeah,
that works.
Uncle Ron. Uncle Ron,
Yeah.
where's Aunt Diane?
She said she's had enough of you guys.
I don't blame her. My goodness.
I think our team is going to get Deborah. I think we're going to
No, I am.
Well,
I
we're
wouldn't
giving
be
you
too
too
sure
much
of
of the
that.
money.
I wouldn't be too
All
sure
right.
either.
We're in the running.
Hey,
We may never know at this rate.
I know, I'm thinking
Hey.
the same thing.
Thank you.
Let me meet you all. Make me do it. I heard a lot of answers for question 8, so I was doing a lot of fast Googling to make sure that my answer was the right answer, and I did not disappoint myself. The answer I was looking for is the jelly bean houses,
Oh,
jelly bean
oh
houses,
my God, we got
and they
it
are in
right.
St. John's, Newfoundland.
We guessed. We got it right. That's a
Gumdrops.
Yes.
Gumdrops.
We
Close
got
to
the
being
gumdrop.
I
Bum
mean, sugar
drops.
shacks.
That's another good one.
But we got it right.
I heard all kinds of
Oh.
fun stuff, and I was panicking just a smidge. At 59,
Gingerbread doesn't
59 meters.
apply.
Sorry?
Gingerbread houses.
I couldn't find gingerbread houses. I looked for California and San Fran, and all I could find was actual gingerbread houses. I couldn't find any structures that were called.
We were
That's
actually
what they're
arguing
that's what they're called.
over the definition of confectionery because I wasn't sure. And in fact, somebody, no, it's not a pastry because a pastry is a pastry. In fact, the definition I just found is a sweet food like candy or pastry. So it's very,
Right.
I don't know.
It's jelly bean houses. 59 meters high is Mount Logan, located in the Yukon.
Yukon. Oh, I forgot about the Yukon.
We
Yay,
could
we got
one
one.
right too.
Okay,
Yay.
Yukon.
Hey, we got
Did we get
Deborah.
one right?
Yay, we get Deborah.
We did get that one right.
We have Deborah.
There's a bonus, you guys. You might make it up.
There's question 10 and a bonus, people.
There you go.
Why are people so interested in this island? Well, first of all, the island's name is Devon Island, and it's for Mars simulation experiments. Because Devon Island is the home of the Houghton impact crater, which was created about 39 million years ago, when a meteorite about 2 kilometers or 1.2 miles for y'all imperials crashed into what were then forests. The impact left a crater about 23 kilometers or 14 miles in diameter, which was a lake for several million years. And the Houghton crater is considered one of the world's best. Oh, my answer cut off. Sorry. I'll go get the rest of it for you.
One of the world's
I
best.
didn't realize it didn't all.
One of the world's best.
One of the
One of the world's best.
Apparently, just
It's
considered
one of the world's
craters.
best Mars analog sites is what we're going to come up with.
Baffin Island is the largest island in Canada,
but not largest uninhabited.
Not uninhabited. Baffin Island has people on it.
Was that in that? Well, I'm sorry. Is
It
that
was
in the
in the
question?
question. Yeah.
Sorry.
So the island's freezing temperatures, isolation, and remoteness, because guess what? It's up north, offers scientists matchless research opportunities.
Interesting. I would never have thought of that.
It's got a harsh climate, barren terrain. It helps them train for like going up to space and being isolated and having limited food supplies.
We move Elon there.
And polar bears.
Yeah.
Seriously.
And
We can't get him into Mars.
The guy that runs it is Pascal Lee, who works at the SETI Institute, and I know him.
So you knew this
Did you get
one?
this
Did
answer
you know
right?
this one later?
Yeah.
And so they let the polar bears eat our people training to go to Mars? I'm
Absolutely.
The-
I don't think they
the
are
polar-
enough to
polar
get eaten
bears-
by a
the
polar bear,
polar-
then we
polar
say
bears
chow down,
are an
babies.
issue.
Realistic
Yeah,
simulation.
the polar bears are an issue.
If you can't fight off the polar bears, then you're not going to fight off the Martians. You know.
That's
What are
right.
those damn
That's
Mars
very
analog
good,
sites
Rob.
finally going to go digital?
So the bonus. Did anybody come up with a good answer for the bonus?
Yes.
Oh, I
Came up with a
I
good
think
answer.
came up with a good answer. I think one of the
Good
correct
answers.
Was it the right answer?
Well, the right answer is a delicacy known as cod tongues.
Ew.
Ew.
Why did that
Something
make you think
fishy
that?
about
Another
that.
name for mushrooms?
No, it's actually part of the jaw. It's a muscle right inside the cod.
Outside, Judy?
And apparently it's very sweet tasting. It looks like a tongue, so they call them cod tongues. And they batter it and they fry it up in like bacon grease. And it's cod tongues.
Okay, I think we got Deborah.
And this whole thing was going to be about even more bizarre trivia. And one of the answers to one of the questions was going to be cod tongues. So you're lucky I just used it as a bonus.
Also lucky.
Thank you so much, Kat. That
This
was
was
really
really
fun.
super duper
That was
nice.
very,
I learned
that was
so
a
much.
very
That was
interesting
good.
category. I liked it.
Yeah.
Well, we
good
learned
job.
a lot.
Let's get some scores.
We did horribly, but it was fun.
Yeah.
It was interesting.
Yay, teams.
Susan went to
gonna
take the
quote-
cat out, I
I'm
think.
going to quote Princess Bride to Carolyn. I don't think that word means what you think it means.
Rob did not have fun. Rob hates me now. Susan, we're ready for scores.
Okay.
Hates a little too hard. Yeah, but
A little too strong.
yeah.
Severely dislikes me.
Oh my God, Okay. Here
You
we
missed
go.
cod tongues, Susan.
I got it. Cod tongues. All right. So we have scores of team number Bad Human.
4. Yeah, 4.
Nobody thought Trump would want Greenland, but into it.
That we got one.
Oh, no.
Oh, Ron.
Oh,
Gulf of Dumbfuckistan.
damn. 2. We don't get Deborah.
Hey, Deborah,
The
welcome
11th
aboard.
province.
Darn.
What one?
And province, come on.
11th province.
We got 5.
Whoa.
Wow.
You don't get Deborah.
So
Stellar.
no,
Is this round one?
it helps.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
it's still round one.
Deborah.
It helps
You
to
can
have
pull us out of it, Deborah.
Is this one
All right.
lighthouse worthy?
Okay,
Wow.
so Rob is going to catch us up, right?
Here we
Yes.
go. Okay.
Let's get caught up.
All right. So this is whose voice is this? And this time it's news people.
Oh, boy.
All right. But
Are any
did I
of
hear
them going to
some
be from outside America?
did I hear some complaining?
Rob,
No.
I thought you did this one already.
Not news people.
I did news people and then I did twice
you?
podcasters. So this is my 4th time I'm doing whose voice is this, and this is the 2nd news people.
Different news people. Great.
Different news people. I hope so.
This time they're all from the BBC.
All right, let's go. All right.
I don't know any of those names.
Canadian broadcasters
All right, I'm gonna
That would be
in the Northern Norse Territory.
You're muted, Rob.
These are newscasters from the silent era.
Yes.
Get the piano playing.
Maybe they're all doing sign language.
Okay, Leonard, you can have the point for Oscar Wilde Bookstore.
Facilitated communication.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. No talking, people.
Getting to various parts of the country tonight. We, like everybody else, including members of the House and the Senate and the White House staff, organized our coverage and our participation in this quite at the last minute. We really didn't know until not long ago that the president was going to speak tonight. So
Okay, so I'm not going to play as in the past. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but I will give you the file. I'm just playing a little bit of it now.
Truly
Number 2.
measure how well our kids perform
What is that
in
noise?
school and life. That's what some educators are asking since No Child Left Behind is up for congressional renewal this year. President Bush signed the No Child Left Behind Act into law back in 2002. It requires schools to
Go to
What
number
if they
3.
won't even tell us who they're investigating? Thankfully, whistleblowers are leaking. The New York Times is reporting the lead agent in charge of security at the Butler rally is Meredith Bank.
Going to number 4.
With its remarkable history, to the new team, just a few words to all of you about what it's meant to sit here, first as a substitute anchor in the 1980s and 90s, and then for the past 11 years. And
Going to
During
5.
that time, like millions of women around the world, I've been diagnosed with ovarian cancer. I've had successful major surgery to remove it, and I'm now undergoing several months of chemotherapy for the very best possible long-term prognosis.
Going to 6.
Margin of error, very close, nationally very close in those 7 swing states. I will say that I think that Kamala Harris had a fantastic launch, and really it went from the time that she...
Going to 7.
What a deep privilege it has been to sit in the anchor chair at World News these years, the flagship broadcast of ABC, where Peter Jennings created a signature of such curiosity and courage.
Number 8.
And here is how that interesting exchange went. Trump's lawyer, Todd Blanche, says, I would ask that the people, meaning the prosecution, provide us, the defense, with the names of their first 3 witnesses.
And 9.
This temporary show for 5 weeks called The Five. Hello, everyone. It's 5 o'clock on the East Coast. And I thought, oh my gosh, okay, go to live in New York for 5 weeks.
Number 10.
Before
I had to do it. I'm an elected official, 3 terms. I had to swear on a Bible. When you
what provision of the
because you have
So this one is an interview and somebody with a Southern accent. I don't want to know the name of the person with the Southern accent. Just to make that clear.
Judge Moore has also said that he doesn't think a Muslim member of Congress should be allowed to be in Congress. Why? Under what provision of the
because
Constitution?
you have to swear on the Bible.
Oh God! And I have a bonus.
All that could happen on one day has. For some final reflection on one of the more horrible days in American history.
Okay. Let me give you the
That's gonna be hard.
timestamps. So here are the timestamps to help a little bit. And I'm going to give you the file link now, and you make sure that you can, in fact, open it up. It's in the chat.
Got it.
Got it.
Okay. Go to your rooms. Have fun.
Got it.
Deborah, you're going to go to team 3.
Okay.
Hello, team.
Hello. Let's see.
So I have
Play.
a few that I'm pretty sure are right, so we may not have to listen to them.
Good. I only
1 second. I need to use the share sound. Wait, whoops, wrong. Ah, dang it.
let Peggy give us the one she has so we don't have to go to those.
Okay, which ones you know?
Number 1, I believe, is John Chancellor.
John Chancellor?
Yeah, I think it's CELL.
Wait,
Yeah.
am I in the right room?
Yes.
Okay.
Number 2, I think, was Katie Couric.
That's what I was thinking of, not Megyn Kelly.
Number 3, I don't have. It's a Fox guy, I'm pretty sure, but I didn't recognize that. 4, I don't have. 5 is definitely Christiane Amanpour.
Yeah, Christiane Amanpour. I've been watching her for years.
Yeah.
Great.
And 6 is, oh my God, the name is just not coming to me. His father was on 60 Minutes forever and ever and ever.
It's a recent person.
Yeah, but his dad was on 60 Minutes.
Molly Safer.
No. Older than that.
Name all the old guys who were on 60 Minutes.
If I could, I would.
No, everybody else.
He
to
was
help
on,
Peggy.
Oh God. Anyway, it'll probably come to somebody. He was on forever, and this guy used to be on Fox, and he just recently left.
Oh, his name is he's a white guy with glasses.
Dark
And
hair.
His father was
his father was huge forever.
Yeah,
Oh man.
I can't think of it.
No, it's not Rather, it's the other guy that was on 60 Minutes forever. Okay, let's come back to that.
The white-haired guy, Alex.
No,
Smith.
not white hair. I don't think he ever went to
No.
white hair. I think he dyed his
Okay.
hair dark forever.
Okay.
You know, anyway, we'll come back to that. I just can't think of it. Number 7 is Diane Sawyer.
That makes sense.
Number 8 is the woman who's currently on MSNBC, whose name I just can't remember. So
I wrote MSNBC female.
Yeah, that's
I've stopped watching MSNBC, so
it's not Margaret Hill. That's my name. 9, I don't have anything. 10, does Jake Tapper sound right?
That's what I said, Jake Trapper.
All right. And then 11, the bonus, I think it's David Brinkley.
Well, that's good. I knew it was older.
Were you thinking of Mike Wallace?
Yes, so it's Chris Wallace. Good,
That's
good,
right.
good,
That makes
Kevin.
sense.
That was for 6.
Younger, 6, yeah. 6 is Chris Wallace. He has a very distinctive voice.
So let's hear 4, 8, and 9. 3, 4, 8, and 9.
Well, you might want to play all of them just in case somebody thinks any.
Yeah,
No,
that's
I think
true.
you got him right. I think that's right.
Yeah, play them all, but skip them as soon as we could agree, to save time.
Tonight, We, like everybody else, including members of the House and the Senate and the White House
You sure
staff,
that's John Chancellor?
organized our coverage and our participation
Pretty
in this
sure.
quite at the last minute. We really didn't know.
Okay, then let's go to 2.
9 o'clock.
Do standardized tests truly measure how well our kids perform in school and life? That's what some educators are asking.
Pretty sure
since
this is
No
Kitty
Child
Pryde.
Left Behind is up for congressional renewal this year.
So now let's go to 3, just like 55 seconds.
How are we supposed to trust the Secret Service to investigate themselves if they won't even tell us who they're investigating? Thankfully, whistleblowers are leaking. The New York Times is reporting the lead agent in charge of security at the Butler rally is Meredith Bank. Primetime looked all over the internet for information about Meredith Bank. No photos, no bio, it's all gone.
Maybe it's
Any
not.
ideas?
That's a Fox guy?
I
Is that
think
what
it's
you said?
Fox guy.
It might not be, but Primetime, it sounds like Primetime is the name of the show he's on. I don't know that show. So I don't know. Foxy Muck's Fox Face. Good.
As good a name as any.
As I turn over this special anchor desk with its remarkable history to the new team, just a few words to all of you about what it's meant to sit here, first as a substitute anchor in the 1980s and 90s, and then for the past 11 years through some of the most tumultuous events of our time.
I think it's the
7 different
PBS
presidential
anchor.
elections, the end of the Cold War, the start of many
Blonde.
hot
God, what's her name?
Leslie Steele?
Nope.
What's that name, just so I can have something written down, Susan?
Leslie Steele?
Steele. Let's put a question mark there because we
She
don't think
anchored from San Francisco for a while. She was on PBS forever.
Yeah, I don't think it's Leslie Steele, but it's something like that.
At least we have a name.
Yeah.
So
I think you're thinking of Leslie Stahl, and
Oh,
that's
Stahl.
not Leslie Stahl.
Yeah, Leslie Stahl.
She looks like Leslie Stahl, but oh. Okay, next.
The older woman that retired?
The blonde retired one, yeah.
Judy?
Judy Woodruff. I think it's Judy Woodruff.
It's Judy Woodruff? Wow, okay.
we
It
would
might be.
Let's come back and listen to it again, but
let's
Go to 8
up
and
the
9
question.
first, yeah.
We're going to pivot. So 5 is 214.
I want to first thank Biana Golderiga and the
That's
whole
your power.
team for holding down the fort so well
Oh,
over
is
the
it
last
Christine
4 weeks, which have
Amanpour?
been a bit
No,
of
it's
a roller
Christiane.
coaster for me,
Christiane.
because during that
She's
time,
from,
like millions of women around the world, I've been
Persian or
diagnosed
something?
with
in the Middle
ovarian
East, yeah.
cancer. I've had successful major surgery to remove it, and
That's a guy?
No,
The
it's
woman.
not.
it's Christy Ann.
But it's
Christy.
Christiane.
But there's an E at the end, I believe.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, Christiane. Okay. Like something like this.
Yeah.
Okay, then Chris Wallace, number 6.
The margin of error, very close, nationally very close in those 7 swing states. I will say that I think that Kamala Harris had a fantastic launch, and really it went from the time that she
You sure about
became
Chris
the
Wallace?
nominee, the convention,
Yeah.
the debate, which was
For a minute, I thought it
shout-out
might be
because
Mike Wallace, but because he sounds so much like his dad.
Yeah.
Then he was talking about Kamala Harris, and that would be Mike Wallace from the grave.
Oh, that's the
Right.
name of the show,
I
The
just
Grave.
want you to know what a deep privilege it has been to sit in the anchor chair at World News these years, the flagship broadcast of ABC, where Peter Jennings created a signature.
We sure that's Diane Sawyer?
Pretty sure. Anybody disagree?
I don't have a better guess.
Okay, let's see, number 8.
criminal hush money trial ended with not only a seated jury, but also an interesting exchange. Just a few minutes ago, we got a transcript of today's proceedings, and here is how that interesting exchange.
Is that Hallie Jackson?
Trump's.
Is it Alex Wagner or Alex something? She has her own show on MSNBC.
Alex Wagner?
Yeah.
Could be.
Play it again.
Okay.
A seated jury, but also an interesting exchange. Just a few minutes ago, we got a transcript of today's
Honey,
proceedings.
come here for a minute.
Here is how that interesting exchange went.
My wife's a huge Hallie Jackson fan, so she'll know right away.
I don't even know who Hallie Jackson is. Who is
Is
she?
that her name, Hallie Jackson?
What?
Is that Hallie Jackson? Listen to this. Play it again.
Ended with not only a seated jury, but also an interesting exchange. Just a few minutes ago, we got a transcript of today's proceedings, and here is how that interesting exchange went. Trump's lawyer, Todd Blanche, says, I would ask that the people...
It's not Hallie. Alex Wagner? Oh, it's not Hallie.
Yeah, let's try Alex for now.
Okay. I'll put a question mark there just because we're not entirely sure. 9. I'll also put a question mark by here because we're obviously not.
Well, we're sure that's wrong.
No, I don't like that one, though. We don't need to vote. Number 9, 5:15.
2009. My path to Fox News really went through 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. I never thought that I would necessarily end up at Fox News. I just knew I wanted to be there. And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, I get a call asking if I wanted to.
Was this the Huckabee or whatever, or like the what's the former, like the kid of some, it's like on Fox and Friends.
It wasn't the Huckabee broad.
Sarah Huckabee.
Went through 1600. Could that be like
or no, there was somebody else who
Chelsea
was,
Clinton?
No, because
This is Foxy. She's talking about Fox.
Yeah, but her path went through 1600.
Yeah, but
The White House.
she's not on Fox.
Oh, was it Laura Bush?
Laura Bush was never a
Bush.
broadcaster.
She's not on Fox.
No, because isn't Laura Bush
Uh-oh.
on Fox and Friends?
No. Is she?
Never I've heard of it. No.
Like because isn't she a on Fox and like there was somebody on
She's on The View or one of those shows.
oh that's
she's
what
on-
I'm thinking of.
She's on GMA and it's the daughter. It's not Laura.
Okay.
What's the name of that blonde that was on Fox?
There's somebody who had to do with the White House that's on Fox
Yeah,
and
somebody who used to be like his press secretary or something. It's Trump's, I should say Trump. I can't remember.
it's not Sarah Huckabee, but let's put it down anyways. So
Because
we
she went on to become what, a governor or run for governor or some
She's
damn.
Arkansas's governor.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Sarah Huckabee Saunders.
Yeah. And she sounds more like she's from Arkansas than that voice did.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to put that Sarah Huckabee, but
Yeah.
Let's
try it. Let's go to 10 and 11 and come back.
Okay.
They might call us back any minute.
Muslim member of Congress should be allowed to be in Congress. Why? Under what?
That's Jake Trapper, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched that interview, which is hilarious.
Oh, because they have to swear on the Bible? That's a great reason.
Could happen on one day has. For some final reflection on one of the more horrible days in American history, you find there is a great deal that could be said about the political and other changes we can look forward to now, but I think it would be bad taste to go into that now, and I won't. It has all been shocking, but perhaps one element.
Is that David Brinkley? I have no idea who that is, so.
Well, you'd have to be super old to remember. It was Huntley Brinkley, and my only question is maybe that was Huntley. But my first instinct was Brinkley, so I think we should go with that.
Yeah.
If nobody else recognizes those guys.
Okay.
I think you're right.
But it isn't Christy Brinkley, so.
I don't know who that is either.
That's Uptown Girl.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. There had to be a connection. That was
I didn't say her, but I know the connection. Billy
Can we
Joel's
listen to
ex-wife.
9 again? What was 9? 9's at 5:15.
100 Pennsylvania Avenue. I never thought that I would necessarily end up at Fox News. I just knew I wanted to be there. And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, I get a call asking if I wanted to do this temporary show for 5 weeks called The Five.
Hello, everyone. It's 5 o'clock on the East Coast.
And I thought, oh my gosh, okay, go to live in New York for 5 weeks in the middle of the summer? I guess. Well, I called my husband to tell him, and he said, congratulations. I said, what do you mean? And he said, this is what you always wanted to do your entire life. And 10 years later, we are still doing that awesome show.
I thought he was going to say, congratulations, we're getting a divorce.
Really? Go ahead, honey. Go to New York.
I'm sleeping with your sister.
Yeah, I can't picture a name for her. I just don't know because she's foxy. In the Foxy McFox face kind of way.
No idea. Boy, we're in here a long time.
Yeah, I know. Well, we did okay, but I think this shows what our viewing patterns are and what our ages are.
Oh, I just some of the names weren't, the voices just weren't distinctive enough for me.
The Fox voices, some of them, I imagine I've never heard that woman's voice before. I'd like to think.
This is kind of like name that tune without the music. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And it is kind of like David Brinkley. That's a long time ago. But or Chet Huntley, whichever one it is. That was a long time
Karen's
ago.
up next. She's here, so let's see where she gets to go. Who gets the... All right, Celia's here too. We should close these rooms. My God, can we...
How many points did we score in the first round? 1?
2.
2, excellent.
Yeah.
And what was the high score? 3 or 4?
5, I think. Somebody got 5.
Team
That's
1
what I
got
said.
5. Because we had Vincent and Alan.
I said Vincent's only going to score 2 or 3 points more than us, and that's exactly what happened. He scored 3 more. If he was even on that team.
Rob, get us back. Our brains hurt.
Here?
Yep.
I have to check on the other team. Some of them weren't half done.
No, I'm done. We're done. Just everybody
The queen
got
has spoken.
You know what? Nobody
Susan,
has
there's 2 people waiting in the main room.
I know I can't assign them to anything because we'd have to start all over again. Everybody's had the same amount of time. If they want to sit there and piddly wop, too bad.
She's getting tough with Susan. She's
It's been forever. My God, it's 8. And we're just on the second round. We're going to lose it.
Well, just because somebody took forever on one of the rounds,
But we do not have to wait until everybody gets every answer. We all have the same amount of time. I didn't add anybody new to a team. If they can't use their time wisely.
Woo-wee. I like it.
Seriously.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
This isn't about getting the whole game together. Everybody has to get it.
Susan's always, oh, it's friendly. It's a friendly game. Until she gets bored.
Well, come on. What they do is they get in there and they just chit chat.
That can happen.
Use your time wisely.
You need to change it to social trivia to a point.
Yeah, there you go. God, yeah, seriously. Let's get moving. Come on, you guys.
Should have said that last week during Gail's round. That took entire hour and a half for that one round.
She's going to be up tonight too.
Oh no.
Gail
I
needs
like
a
her
word
categories,
limit.
but she does take a long time.
She needs a word limit. Like essays.
We just got to quit interrupting each other and quit arguing with every little freaking thing.
It wasn't Gail's fault though last time. It was everybody else around Gail who just kept going in and just adding things to this, adding things to that.
Oh, seriously. Oh my God, do you think we're paying for money?
When I did first our first wine test tasting so well over the last 4 weeks, which would been about a month ago to me. Because during that time, like millions of women around the world, I've been diagnosed with
Okay, we
ovarian.
can turn that off now. Hi, Karen. Hi, Celia.
I was trying to pantomime her voice, whoever that was.
Oh, okay.
We're having trouble getting
There. Okay.
All right. So, Rob, what you got?
Okay, so I was booting up the answers and I was hearing the video, so I wasn't sure if it was mine or someone else was playing it.
Oh, it was me.
Oh,
Terrible. Hi,
Okay.
Norman. Photo link.
Okay, so here we go. I made it a little harder than last time because everyone got no less than 8 last time. So we'll see what happens.
A little harder.
We'll see.
It wasn't newscaster.
We're having trouble getting to various parts of the country tonight.
Gotcha.
We, like everybody else, including members of the House and the Senate and the White House staff,
Totally forgot.
organized our
Took me a long
coverage and
time
our
to forget.
participation in this quite at the last minute. We really didn't know until not long ago.
Okay, going to Katie Couric.
Measure how well our kids perform in
Yay.
school and life.
Yay.
That's what some educators are asking since
Ooh,
No
and I
Child
even
Left
spelled it
Behind
right.
is up for congressional renewal this year. President Bush signed the
Next one.
penalties like decreased funding. New proposals would make the penalties even harsher.
How are we supposed to trust the Secret Service to
Oh,
investigate
right.
themselves if they won't even
Got
tell
that.
us who they're investigating?
Of course.
Thankfully, whistleblowers are leaking.
He's
The New
such
York
a schmuck.
Times is reporting the lead agent in charge of security at
You
the
said they were
Butler
news
rally
people. How did he
is
get in
married-
this?
It's hard to tell those Fox
Yeah,
marks
that's all.
apart.
Disgusting.
Next is
and she failed it.
As I turn over this special
Good job.
All right.
to the new team, just a few
course.
words to all of you about what it's meant to sit here versus a substitute anchor in the 1980s and 90s.
yeah, so that was her sign-off address. So I thought that might help a little bit to give you
Yeah.
context.
Judy. Of course.
And this one, I think everyone knows her
Diana
distinctive
Rodriguez
voice.
Oh, yeah.
and the whole
That's
team
very
for
distinctive
holding
voice.
down the fort so well over the last 4 weeks, which have been a bit of a roller coaster for me. Because during that time, like millions of women.
Does anybody know is she from the Middle East?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, she is.
Her name kind of gave it away.
Yeah.
Oh.
Lebanese.
Amanpour? I don't know. I don't know any names like that.
Hmm.
Okay.
Incredible
Followed her
doctors
career
who are
pretty
treating
closely.
me in a country underpinned by, of course, the brilliant NHS.
I think that
Yeah,
the
Chris
race right
Waller.
now
Yeah, got
obviously
that.
is within the margin of error. Very
got
close,
it, Peggy.
nationally very close in those
Leonard's
seven
brain
swing
was
states.
boiling to get that
I
one, but he
will
finally
say
got it.
that I think that Kamala Harris had a fantastic launch, and really it went
Peggy, too.
from
She's
the
like,
time
we're gonna
that
get
she became the nominee, the convention, the debate.
And next.
I was confusing him with his father.
Yeah, I almost did both of them, but I didn't.
That'd be
That would be
mean.
good.
And now
Yay.
it
Hey,
is time
Diane
to say
Sawyer.
goodnight. And I just
Sawyer.
want you to know what a
Yay.
deep privilege it has been.
Also
to
a
sit in the
sign-off
anchor chair of
address.
World News these years, the flagship broadcast of ABC, where Peter Jennings created a signature of such curiosity and courage.
And next.
Helps make your life better.
Day 3 of
Hey,
Donald Trump's
Alex
criminal
Wagner.
hush money trial ended with not only
Oh,
a
that's
seated
her.
jury, but also
people get her?
an interesting exchange.
Yes.
Just
Yeah, we
a few
know.
days ago, we got a transcript. Of
I
the
knew
meeting.
she was on
Here is
MSNBC.
how
I
that
couldn't remember her
interesting
name.
exchange went.
Yeah.
Alex
Trump's
Wagner,
lawyer.
good job.
Alex Wagner.
Shit.
I think you can make that representation. They won't give it to you today or tomorrow, and they're not required to.
And I've been at Fox News since April of 2009.
Oh, Dana Perino.
Oh.
No, I knew
News
that.
really went through 1600
This was
Pennsylvania
also in
Avenue.
context because I kept the
Thought
part
that I
in
would
about her
necessarily
being
end
at
up
the White
Fox
House, so
News.
I thought
just
that would
knew I
help.
wanted to be
Yeah,
there.
that
And then
helped a
all of
lot.
sudden,
Ah,
out of the
good.
blue,
Were
I
you
get
being
a call
sarcastic?
asking if I wanted to do a temporary show.
No, that's why I got it.
Called
Okay,
The
very
Five.
good. Next.
I just had no
And
idea
10
she was
years
on the
later,
five.
we are still doing that awesome show.
Judge Moore has also said
I gotta play this
that
one
he
for the
doesn't
full
think
thing
a
because it's so
Muslim
ridiculous.
Oh, shoot.
member of Congress should be allowed to be in Congress.
Got that one.
Why? Under what provision of the
Because you have to
Constitution?
swear on the Bible.
Ugh.
When you are before, I had to do it. I'm an elected official, 3 terms. I had to swear on a Bible. You have to swear on a Bible to be an elected official in the United States of America.
No, you
he
don't.
alleges that
Oh,
a
stupid.
Muslim
Alex,
cannot
right.
do that ethically. Swearing on the Bible.
You don't actually have to swear on.
Just to be
Thank
clear,
you.
that was not on the
Jake.
broadcast. That was not on the broadcast. I did that post-production. All right.
What did you say?
What?
The MAGA idiot part.
I missed that because somebody was talking. I didn't hear what you said.
I said, just to be clear, that was not on the broadcast. I did that in post-production. All right. No,
What?
and the
What
bonus.
did you do? We couldn't hear it.
The MAGA idiot.
We added a visual.
All right, I'll play the part again.
He alleges.
But
Look at the middle of the
screen.
screen. See?
Oh, okay.
Swearing on the Bible.
You
Oh,
don't actually have to swear on a Christian Bible. You can swear on anything, really. I don't know if you knew that. You can swear on a Jewish Bible.
Oh, no.
You don't have to swear even on
Oh,
anything.
no.
3 times.
I'm sure you.
Oh no, I've done it 3
The
times.
law is not that you have
Yeah.
to
You
swear
don't
on
even
a
have
Christian
to
Bible. That is
swear.
not the law.
That's a
joke.
I swear, I was just
Look at
talking
his
to my
face.
I was just talking to my friend from Russia about how a southern accent makes a lot of people in the north think you're stupid, and this guy didn't help, I'll tell you. Okay.
Hey,
When
my
you turn
family's half of
viable
my
into a
family's from the
three-word,
South.
three-syllable word.
You
We're
don't
from the
know that?
South. We ain't stupid.
All right, Ted Crockett with
I
the
don't
more
know. I know that Donald Trump did it when we made him
Oh, for
president.
fuck's
because he's
sake.
Christian and
I'm sorry.
that's what he wanted to, that's what he wanted to swear in on. Ted Crockett with the
Pretty
More campaign.
disgusting.
Good luck tonight. Thank you so much for being here. My
What an
panel will
idiot.
react when we
Merry
get back.
Christmas, Jay.
Merry Christmas, Jake.
Merry Christmas, MAGA
Line this
idiot.
up
Yay.
tonight because about all that could happen on one day.
Oh, yay. I guess the right guy.
For some
It was Huntley and Brinkley, and I couldn't
David
remember the
Brinkley.
damn names. God
We,
damn.
Okay.
we had
We got that.
50-50 on it. We got it.
All right.
We got it.
Okay, so you will put those in the chat so that I can
I
just
will
copy
put
and
the
paste. Thank you.
answers in the chat now.
Okay, so let's do the scores.
Hi, baby.
Is it okay if instead of Jesse Waters we put Foxy Foxface?
Baby. Thanks for calling me baby.
God, I almost want to give you a point for that. Almost.
Okay, nobody thought Trump would want Greenland, but into it.
8.
I knew it.
Wow, 8 is a lot. Okay.
It was
local
actually a
gun
score of
Pakistan.
1.
We had
9.
8.
We had 9.
9.
Yeah, we have 9,
Good
including
job,
the.
Peggy.
We got the.
You are no longer the
Oh,
faithful
because
son.
did we get a bonus? Is there a
You'll get
bonus?
the bonus.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah, we did get 9.
Bad human.
Bad
We had
me.
8. 7. I thought 7.
We had 8.
Oh, okay. We had 8.
Okay. The 11th province.
We also got 8.
Wow.
It was still too easy. It was still too easy.
Unlike my category, which was awesome.
Saying.
Susan,
Very
where's the
easy,
confetti
easy.
for that?
There's a score of 1. What was the 1, 2?
Don't
Oh,
ask.
God, what was it?
The average score
was-
was 3.
It was Cat's fever dream.
Yeah.
It was all Canadian thing.
Scratch fever.
Yes.
No, it's Karen.
What?
I did the category and everybody's mocking me for it.
Okay, so
What
Saga,
was it?
you're going to be in team 3, and
wasn't
Karen, you're going to be
here.
in team 2.
What was the category?
Really hard shit about Canada that's not really relevant to
Didn't
anything.
make sense. It was.
Catalog for a lighthouse round.
It was
Oh,
All
called
right,
Big
so let's take a
Old
photo.
Sweet
Can we take
Ugly.
a photo so we can go on break?
I was actually amazed there was no question about a Canadian lighthouse because, there are a lot of them there.
Stop it.
There will be
All
next
right.
time.
Everybody look at the camera or whatever. And Kevin,
No camera.
Kevin,
Kevin.
Kevin.
Kevin, return.
Kevin,
Kevin,
and
I
can't
be
Yes, I was in the other room.
I know. Let's take a
Okay.
picture.
Hurry
All
up.
right,
There's Kevin.
ready, everybody? 1, 2, 3.
Peace.
Kevin.
Oh my goodness, you guys. You can drive me to drink. I swear
There'll be
you are.
pennies from Kevin for you
I
and
have emotional support beverage.
Are we
There
singing
you go.
before or
I'm gonna
after
go
the
get
break?
one.
I
Let's sing
saw
now
that
or nobody will
glass.
sing.
That's lovely. That's lovely, Faith.
It was my Christmas gift from my coworkers.
Okay, so we've got Alan and we've got Faith.
Yes.
And you
Yeah.
for Sterling.
Wait,
No.
my son is gone. So all right, fine.
Where did
All right,
Avi
ready?
go?
Okay, ready? One,
Avi's got to
two,
sing.
Oh, wait,
three.
we didn't already do it?
We're
No.
singing now.
We're only on round 2, Karen. Oh my God, get me out of here.
But I don't have to sing, do I?
But you
Wait a
No,
minute,
you just
who
get to
are we
listen.
singing
There's
for?
only
No,
4.
Alan, you should be
Start
playing
scoring.
something.
So you
Alan,
do
you have to sing
2,
to
you take a
Faye.
break,
Faye
and
does
then
Alan, you have to play the ugly stick.
Play the ugly stick. Get your ugly sticks.
All
Is
right,
it
ready? 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday to you? Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday
to you.
Happy
Birthday,
birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
And many more.
Good job, Bobby. With how many music majors here are having heart attacks? Carolyn
Our
and
ears are just splitting. That's all.
Alan.
You don't have to be a music major.
All
Norman,
right,
this is
5-minute
also
break,
Have to have
everybody. Come back
ears.
with announcements, and we be off to races for the next
We
one.
be off too?
next
this
one.
is also a tradition to
5
sing
minutes.
happy birthday as badly as possible.
Susan, do you
And
need
Which
we
is very
keep
difficult,
outdoing
very easy to
ourselves.
do here.
And now, Norman, we get a 5-minute break, so we'll be right back.
And then what happens?
Oh, is Susan?
We're going to increase our score. We're going to go higher than 9 on our next.
We go all the way to 11.
Turn it up to 11. I have to go find my phone because I actually have an announcement from Richard. So
Yay.
But
Anyway,
it's on my
it's
phone.
more of the same, Norman. It's more the same, but better because our
'Cause now
team
we
is
start getting
bigger.
a
We
little
have
drunk.
more brains. And we don't have any more cats questions. So it'll be better.
You love me, really. You really do.
We love you.
We do love you.
How
We
much
do.
I've taught you about pop culture, Keanu Reeves in Canada. Like, honestly.
Yes, that is
so
true.
much useless knowledge. Like,
Yes, and if it would stay in there, I might be able to use it next time. But it just like
because apparently I'm getting a lot of grief saying we had that question before.
not that
Well, we still
can
don't remember the
it.
answer.
It's not like we can remember it. I need a
plug in my
refill on my
laptop,
coffee.
get my phone.
Do we have people for next week already?
I don't think so.
I'll have to remind
Signing
Susan
up.
when she comes back. I don't know. I have to dig through my list to see if I have any already written. I was bored at work one day and I wrote about 3 or 4 categories, but I think I've done them all.
You're awesome. I have ideas, but I haven't got anything else written.
I get just a huge list of all the ones I've done in the past, and I just keep adding to it. And once in a while, I put like ideas for new ones, and sometimes I fulfill them, and sometimes I only get 4 or 5 questions, and I think I can't really finish this. I have to make it a random potpourri type of thing.
On my mute.
I'm thinking of doing one like Rob just did with the newscasters' voices, but a different
I
type
love
of
the
person.
random potpourri ones. Very
Yeah,
fun.
sometimes I like to link them to a theme.
Yeah.
That's easy to do. Find a theme and then just, pick a bunch of words in that theme and then look them up on Google and come up with a question that's interesting.
Right.
And I've been using Perplexity AI, I think it's called. And I just say, write me 10 trivia questions with answers about rainbows or dog food or something, And then it comes up and I see, oh, these any good? And it gives me ideas. But sometimes I use 20 because they come up with some stupid ones sometimes that are unusable.
I never thought to use AI.
Yeah, I do that once in a while when
I suppose if I did, my questions might be easier.
sometimes, but you can choose which ones you want.
Yeah.
Like you missed some of the early categories, like in the first year or so. We did a lot of, I did a lot of themes of TV shows and songs and stuff like that.
Cool.
Yeah,
I
I did
can find
send you one of those once.
You did. And do you think I can find it now? Because I'm like, I was so busy at work. And then I'm like, you know what? I got to get back and I got to do that.
It was a song, the theme. It was a song. All the answers were lyrics
Is
to a
it in
song.
email or is it in Facebook Messenger?
It was in Facebook.
Okay, I'm gonna look for it again.
I can find it again. So I have it in
Because
one.
I kept meaning to do that. Okay,
Probably
I
a
gotta
Billy
feed the
Joel song.
cat because he's
No,
got.
it wasn't. My first category was Billy Joel, though.
Of course it was.
And I only did 2 versions of it. One was a bonus round and one was a regular round.
All right, I'm feeding the cat. I'll be right back.
Rescue cat.
So just Wendy and Paul are down in Southern California, right?
I was wondering, Wendy's on tonight, right?
Yeah.
Here I am.
She's far enough away from the danger, isn't she?
Yeah, and how are you doing, Paula?
Well, we're fine. We're not near the big fires. I know 2 personal friends that have lost their houses though
Oh, it's awful.
in the Altadena fire.
Oh, really?
And
Yeah.
that's near Pasadena, and that's I would, it's hard to say what a distance is, but there was that small fire that took place in Studio City last night, and if that hadn't been contained, then it could have reached Wendy or I. But it's at the bottom of the foothills, and Wendy's a bit closer to it. But for me, they have to go through a lot of houses to get to me. I was joking with people, if the apartment I'm in burns with a big fire, then LA is basically lost because it has to get through a lot of just regular houses without a lot of trees to
Yeah.
get to me.
A friend of mine
Yeah, I've
lives
got a friend
in,
in Santa Monica. I'm not sure how he's doing.
Santa Monica's got a lot of hills, so
Yeah.
that's the
Yeah,
problem.
he's in the flats, but
Yeah.
but he's near the LA River. And I
South of
believe
what?
the fire's right on the other side. So
Yeah.
Is he south of I-10?
hell if I know.
Okay. That's south of Safe. Friend of mine lives right up to Wildlands and Altadena, and we thought her house was gone. It's right smack dab in the middle of the fire, and she messaged me about a couple hour and a half ago about that her house. She snuck in today, and her house is one of 5 out of her entire block that are safe.
Wow.
Wow.
I saw a picture on Facebook. I'm hoping it was AI generated or something, but it was like the Hollywood sign with flames all
No,
over it.
that's fake.
It's
Yeah.
fake.
That's fake.
And that's what I
Fake.
thought.
Yeah, if the fires were getting to the Hollywood sign, then the Griffith Park Observatory would be in danger too.
That's what I was worried
Right.
about. And I'm like, I really hope that's a fake picture.
Yeah.
And the Getty Villa, you might have heard of the Getty Museum. It's really large, but the Getty Villa was the original Getty Museum
Yeah.
in Pacific Palisades. And the fire reached the grounds, but it didn't reach any of the buildings.
Oh,
So
wow.
those are
That's
safe.
good.
And the
I
fire
saw
got kind of
pics-
close to the Magic Castle, but that got safe too.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
I saw a picture that
that's
the
nice.
barn at Will Rogers burned down.
Yeah.
Yeah, historic home. And I never visited. Well, I was at Will Rogers State Beach all the time, and I've never visited that house, and now I can't.
The home is gone.
Yeah.
disaster. We were talking to a real estate agent this morning. There's a new villa that was built next to our house here, and the new owner comes from Malibu, and they just sold their house in Malibu to move here.
Oh my God.
So we don't know
Timing.
if we don't know if they sold their house yet, or if they're in the process of selling their house. We don't know what's
Hopefully escrow is done and they got their money.
Hopefully they sold their house. God, what timing.
I just feel like if anybody rebuilds a house there, if it's in a fire-prone area, they have to be required to have some kind of different roof material,
Well,
like
that's been
slate
required
or
for
metal or
years.
something.
But
Yeah.
the problem is that this was not an urban interface fire that people commonly think of. This was an urban conflagration, is the way they were describing it. Because homes a mile away from any wildlands were destroyed.
Yeah, but
Yeah, that's
if they,
because of
if their
the
roof,
winds.
Right. Yeah.
Winds in the construction
if
of the
the
house.
roof,
But if you
if
have
the roof is
if you
more
have a
retardant
fireproof
of
roof, it's not going to be as big a problem.
Yeah. See, here
Right.
the
Yeah.
old houses are made out of concrete and steel here,
You
but
said-
still roof material. A lot of the roofs are tile, so a lot of the houses here have tile roofs and a concrete and steel construction, no wood. So those houses will be safe.
Yeah.
But our house has an asphalt roof.
We have to use a lot of wood in California
Okay.
just because of the
We're back
earthquakes.
now.
Oh yeah, of course, that's right. That's true.
Okay,
Yeah,
fantastic.
definitely.
So where are we at here? We also have to make sure we have categories for next week. And if anybody wants
I
to
was just
follow
going to ask Susan, did you need another category? Because I have one.
for next week,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I can put you in next week.
Okay.
Okay. So don't rush me all at once, you guys. All right. Announcements. What do we got? I think there was something Kat said she had something from.
I do have a message from Richard because I asked. He says on the Skeptic Zone this week, Richard looks at communicating with aliens on TikTok. Me, Cat McLeod, and various. That doesn't make sense, Richard. But I'm looking at various myths having to do with the human body. And Maynard is looking at TV programs and movies concerning the Bermuda Triangle.
Oh, another Bermuda Triangle day. Okay.
And the trope segment talks about visions of the Virgin Mary at Sydney Beach. So
This
that's
week
coming up
on-
on Skeptic Zone this week.
There you go.
I wonder if
that man,
Richard. I
I
wonder
keep
if
giving
Richard.
him all these segments to like just keep on the back burner, and as soon as I give it to him, he's using them. So
I wonder if he's using the TikTok I sent him, which was a woman with dowsing rods asking aliens or something a question about their interference on Earth. And every time she asked a question, they went together. Oh, yes, thank you very much. Are aliens in control of our government? Oh, yes, thank you very much. And yeah, I sent that to Richard, so maybe he's.
I'm betting he's using it.
I don't know what's going on with with the dice game, but you guys are just suck. It just cannot seem to be.
No fives?
I guess 5. I get it once in a while, but my goodness, come on.
Did you play with Kenny Biddle on New Year's Eve?
No. I did play for New Year's Eve for a little bit, but I didn't see the dice game.
Yeah, because that's the second time he's played, and guess what? 5 came up. Just saying.
I wasn't there. I guess it wouldn't work. Okay, good job. I'm really enjoying the Skeptic Zone. I really liked your torture thing. That was great.
Medieval torture, where I got the GSOW in there.
Yeah, I had no idea that. That was amazing. Okay, so Kyle, what you got?
Well, we just dropped a new episode on Data Skeptic called The Mystery of Large Graphs. I talked to one engineering research guy about a specific problem called a connected component. I assume everyone on here were connected on social networks, but that network only grows so big. There are independent networks that don't connect. And studying that at large scales presents some mathematical challenges. So that's the topic of this week's episode on Data Skeptic, the mystery of large graphs.
Oh, cool. Cool beanies. Carolyn and Leonard and others participated in this Skeptic Camp this last weekend. It's done. It feels good to be done. It was kind of a lot at the very last minute. Adrienne sadly could not make it. It was very sad. She was sick, and I guess she's still sick. That's just so sad. because she badly wanted to be here. We'd love to have had her, but we had a terrific time. Two of our Sunday paper people at SciCon gave talks.
Great videos. Thank you very much for sharing those ever so quickly. I've enjoyed them all.
Oh, thank you. I got one of them done on Sunday, so it was the day of the thing. And I have a little race here to see who's going to be the one who has the most views. I think it's pretty funny. And it was the drone one that Leonard did was ahead for the longest time with the views. And now it's Carolyn. She's pulled ahead by 5, I think. 4, 5, 6. I think she's 6 ahead of everybody else in views. But you never know what's going to hit, and I just shared them all in the same place. So let me put the playlist here. But if you guys would be so kind to watch these, it'd be great. We'd appreciate it. Love feedback. We do know that the video sound isn't good because
Echoes.
there was an echo. They took up all the carpeting in the building and we had nothing. We didn't even, no heads up or anything. So it was quite echoey, but I did what I could, and the content was great. So if you don't like the videos, it is definitely not because of the quality of the people who gave the talks, but of just the room. And what do
So
you know?
have these viral videos made it up into the double digits?
Yeah, oh,
Sorry,
they're in the double digits.
triple
Yeah.
digits?
Why can't I get this
Are you
playlist?
posting the links to the chat, Susan? I don't see
I'm
anything.
going to, but I'm trying to get the playlist to. I wonder if the playlist is
I watched Karen's and it was great, but I didn't
Oh
know
yeah.
Leonard had done a
Yeah, I
drones
watched
one. I really have to watch
Karen's.
that.
Karen's was all of them were
haven't had
terrific.
time to watch others. Yeah.
Yeah, they're all terrific, and I was very proud of them. They did a fabulous job, and I've heard nothing but wonderful things from comments from people. I'm very sad that the people didn't, not everybody showed. And then we had pizza last night, and people were, I didn't know. I'm like, how do you not know? It's always the same weekend on your calendar.
And it's really sad because in Adrian's presentation, when I told y'all I'd be there in spirit, I actually was going to be in a couple of videos in her presentation.
Yeah, you told me that later.
I was going to be there, but not be there.
I was wearing the bracelet, so you were there.
I was there anyway. Thank you.
Well, I had a cat. I'll put it up in a minute. While I'm looking for that, anybody else have anything?
I will be on Skep Talk on the line on this Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. That's a live streamed show, and Forrest Valkai invited me on. So I am so looking forward to this. This is the first time I've ever done a call-in type show where you never know what you're going to, what you're going to get. And here is somebody who made a really interesting post. Who's the kind of caller I expect to get. I don't know if you guys can read it, but I'll read it. This is on my post. As logical thinkers, you guys are taking an unjust wide swath with all or nothing approach to the paranormal. It absolutely exists as non-biological energy slivers of high intelligence available 24/7 for your own video documentation. Although these entities don't represent human ghosts, as seems to be the stereotypical association with the paranormal, they are very real indeed. And it goes on. So, yeah. And then he included a photograph, and I wish somebody would tell me what the hell this is supposed to be, because there's no description of why he
Oh,
included
it's
of a leaking jar.
It's a broken jar over top of water
Ice.
bottles.
Ice.
It's in a refrigerator.
It's
I
in
wonder, broken
it's got
jar
something
on
to
a
do with-
refrigerator
it's
shelf.
September 11th. I wonder if the date means something to him. I don't know, but it's
Could
weird.
mean anything. Those connections they make in their brains are kind of
Yeah, so this is the kind of thing I'm going to have to feel live if these people call in.
You'll be fine.
Good. Today, real quick, I gave a talk at our AAUW, and I did talk about constructing conversations. And the coolest thing was they donated a book to our library in my name.
Ooh.
And I'm going to put a link
that's
to
cool.
what it's called. It is called Loch Ness Uncovered.
Oh.
Media Misinformation and the Greatest Monster Hoax of All Time. So that's dedicated in my name, which I thought was pretty
very cool.
freaking awesome.
Congratulations.
So, isn't that cool?
That is
That
very
is so
cool.
sweet. I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool. Loch Ness Uncovered by Rebecca Siegel. Wasn't she one of our speakers, or the name sounds familiar for some reason? Ah, these people. I can't think of why. It's familiar. Coleman just did a nice interview with well, I thought it was all like, oh, Coleman's gonna be on FFR or RFR. I'm signed in at the right time and I got into the chat and it was a recorded interview from months ago. It's like, what?
I should call in. I should call into Rob's show and just pretend that I'm like a believer in all that
Please
yeah,
don't.
know your
Please
voice in
don't,
seconds.
Vincent.
Don't troll Rob.
Don't troll.
Yeah.
But we could call in and pretend and then have you convince us that we're wrong.
Yeah.
Wow, I never thought of that
So
before.
if anyone happens to be watching from the beginning, and what happened like last week, this was Aaron Ra and Mr. Deity were the two guest hosts last week, and I watched it to see what goes on. And for a good 10 minutes, they had no phone calls to pick up, and they just had to ramble to each other. That is my fear. So yeah, if anyone's listening and that's happening, feel free to call in and pretend to be anybody.
So
Okay,
when is
A
it?
bit of content ready to go.
When is it, Rob?
It's 7 o'clock Eastern time.
So,
On,
Rob,
what day?
Monday. On Monday. I
On
put the
Monday.
link. I put the link in the chat, and to answer Romero, I don't know. They'll put the phone number up, I guess, when this goes live. I guess.
Okay,
if
so I
that
just
happens, Rob, I promise to call in and play in the sounds of crickets chirping.
so I just put the I've just put the link to the Skeptic Camp videos in there. It's in there. I just had a nice conversation today with CFI, and they really have bought into the Skeptic Camp thing, and they're going to help me out to get me at least to all the Skeptic Camps I can possibly go to in the United States this year, and possibly Eric Schaefer.
Are you going to come down to LA in March?
Well, of course. I'm supposed to be speaking there, aren't I?
Oh, okay.
I hope so.
If they're still in LA in March.
Yeah,
She's speaking
of course.
telepathically.
You better not let me better not. Yeah, so and then Eric Schaefer is going to be able to go to a bunch of them. I think he's going to help record the videos and we're going to do more with them. They've also got a podcast come out with the Skeptical Inquirer articles where they read the articles so that it appears on a podcast. And that seems to be doing really well. The numbers are really getting high on that. And I'll start pushing it pretty soon.
Wait. Tell me about this. So I did a few of the recordings, but they were just going up on the website, so you can click a button and hear them in audio. Are you saying they made a separate podcast?
They're on
out of them?
Apple and Spotify.
What is the name of it?
I guess it's Center for
Skeptical
Inquiry,
Inquirer.
but I haven't looked myself. They just released it like in the last
Okay.
week or so, since the first. So I've got to subscribe to that too. But yeah, it's all brand new. Very
Rob,
exciting.
did you interviewed Kevin Folta, didn't you, before the
Yeah. Why?
I've done
you
it
know,
too. I've given
well, because I just listened to his podcast, which I really enjoyed, Disinformation Warfare Against Food, Farming, and Medicine. But he mentioned in the introduction that that their son was born in February, but he was a preemie.
No, he wasn't born in February.
And I didn't.
I'm following it on Facebook. The baby was like 2 pounds.
Yeah, it was a very
He's
very
due
early.
in February.
He was due in February.
Right. He was born
okay.
in
Born
November.
Okay.
It's
It's
a
just
tiny
like
little baby.
that didn't even come up at Psychon. But I did find this particular post or podcast very interesting on disinformation.
Okay. So let me share.
Food farm.
Avi, you have your hand up?
Yeah, can we go on to the next category?
That would
That's crazy talk.
I don't know. I thought we were supposed to take our time tonight for some reason. I don't know. Okay.
Yeah, because Jane said she might show up.
Susan, you may want to clip that bit that was throwing people's emails.
Yeah.
I definitely would clip that out.
Yeah, can you do that, Susan? That's a good point.
Or just do something like you just cover up the part.
Blur it.
Ugh. Jamie, you're up.
Okay. Oh, we all set? Okay, another geography category, but in my own backyard. Category Southeast Asia. Okay, Southeast Asia.
What?
Okay, Hugh. Okay.
Might as well all be Greek to me.
It is to me too.
Are those the
Okay.
questions?
Here we go.
What?
Number 1. 11 countries make up Southeast Asia. Thailand, Vietnam, Myanmar, Laos, East Timor, Cambodia, Malaysia, Indonesia, Philippines, Brunei, and what other country? And the hint is, this country is home to over 50 biomedical companies involved in research and manufacturing. That includes genomics, bioengineering, molecular and cellular biology, bioimaging, immunology, and new drug discovery. This country is home to the R&D laboratories of Novartis, GlaxoSmithKline, Applied Biosystems, Abbott, Sanofi, AstraZeneca, Merck, Roche, Baxter, Pfizer, and others. Okay.
I guess Uncle Ron, you should know this one.
Yes. Yep. I used to travel. I was traveling there every year in business. Okay, number 2. Founded in 1967, ASEAN is a political and economic unit of Southeast Asian countries. Together, its member states represent a population of more than 600 million people and land area of over 1.7 million square miles. ASEAN member states include some of the fastest growing economies in the world. And the institution plays an integral role in East Asian regionalism. What does the name ASEAN stand for? Okay. Number 3. Number 3. Which of the following rivers is not in Southeast Asia? The Irrawaddy, Pearl, Chao Phraya, or the Mekong? Number 4. The Philippines was purchased by the United States for $20 million from Spain in what year? It's plus or minus 5 years. Okay. Number 5. Number 5. What is the name of the famous ancient Khmer Hindu-Buddhist temple complex in Cambodia, which is featured on the nation's national flag and was the site of the 2001 film Lara Croft, Tomb Raider? The Guinness Book of Records considers it to be the largest religious structure in the entire world.
Lara Croft, not Laura.
Laura. Laura?
L-A-R-A.
Lara.
Lara.
Nerd alert.
Tomb Raider.
Peggy wins.
Yeah.
Watch the movie. Excellent movie. Okay, number 6. The 2000 movie The Beach was filmed in Thailand on the island of Phi Phi, located in the Andaman Sea west of the Thai mainland, near Phuket. The beautiful scenery of Maya Bay became very, very famous. It's the story of a young traveler who discovers an isolated community of backpackers hiding from the world on a paradise island. Who played the lead role? Number 7. Which countries share a border with Myanmar, which is Burma? A, Thailand, China, Laos, and Cambodia. B, China, Indonesia, Brunei, Cambodia. C, India, Bangladesh, Thailand, China, and Laos. D, India, Thailand, Vietnam, Laos, and Malaysia? Or E, Thailand, Cambodia, Bangladesh, and India?
Hey, Kat, I despise you a little bit less.
That's nice to know.
And how long would it take to walk around these countries?
Okay. Number 8, the Petronas Twin Towers are located in the downtown area of this major city, which is the capital of Malaysia. Inside the complex is a McDonald's that serves the best corn-flavored soft serve ice cream. Name and properly spell this name of the city.
Corn flavored.
And now you're back to loving me, Rob.
Absolutely, you're number one.
And Malaysia is very big into Southeast Asia, very big into corn-flavored ice cream. And
Do we have to spell it in the Malaysian language, whatever it is?
I think it's the same. Yeah, I think it's the same in Malaysian or English. Okay, number 9. If someone greets you with Sawadi, where are you most likely to be? Malaysia, Thailand, Vietnam, Indonesia, or Laos?
Confused.
Sawadi.
The last one lost.
Sawadi.
Laos,
And number
okay.
10. Okay, and number 10. Oops, let's see. Thailand is among the top 25 largest coffee producers in the world, but iced Thai tea is still the most popular national drink. This drink is traditionally flavored with strong sea lime black tea, sugar, and condensed sweet milk. As served in Starbucks and other establishments, a food dye is always added. What distinctive color does this drink usually have? That's it.
So you're looking for the name of the color?
The color. What color is
The color
of the drink?
Which that Starbucks dyes to make that color? Is that what you're saying?
Everybody does. Yeah, this drink has been colored for the last 100 years. Yeah, so what color is the drink?
Okay. I'm just
It's a
thinking
very
it's
good drink.
little subjective, but okay.
No, it's pretty obvious.
Okay, we will not be arguing any more right teams.
Okay.
Right.
No, we're gonna argue. God damn it!
Oh,
Yeah.
Must be on good behavior.
No, we're not.
argue about? Yes, we are. No, we're not. Yes, we
More
are.
rooms.
No, we're not.
Norman,
Susan,
I
I need-
swear, normally it's a lot more fun and easy.
It just went away.
I don't believe anything
it went
Cat
away.
tells
My
you.
invite went away.
Yeah, the
My
send us
invite
away thing went
disappeared.
away. Yeah.
Here, I'm opening all the rooms.
Oops.
There we go.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay.
Wait,
Thank
what
you.
room am
All
I
right.
in, Susan?
I'm going to put you right now. Hold on, I'm looking.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
22.
Don't start without me, team.
Diane, you're in 3. And I'm going to 3.
But you have to
Hello, team.
remember we've been 4 years together now. So
Well, yeah, it shows. Yeah.
Yeah, it sure does. Sorry, Norman. Some days it's better than others.
Okay, number 1 is Singapore.
Like managing
Oh,
teenagers.
good. I got one right.
Singapore. Oh, okay.
Yeah, because
I was
Merck's got a
thinking
huge
India.
facility there.
Got it.
Everything is in Singapore.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. And we're done.
Association of Southeast Asian Nations.
What?
Yep.
What is it again? Association?
Association of Southeast Asian Nations.
Yeah, that's what I wrote down too.
Yeah.
That's. I
Yeah.
think he gave us easy ones to start with.
Yeah.
Well, I learned that one when
Southeast Asian
during
Nation.
the coup, the
Oops, thank you.
Myanmar's coup, and because there were all these talks of this discussion about that situation in that, in that organization.
Uh-huh.
Speaking of which, I did learn some of the bordering countries of Myanmar because that's where some people were fleeing to due to the conditions post the coup.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But that's in number 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For number 3, I know the Mekong is definitely one because that's either
in-
Laos
that's
or
in-
Vietnam.
I
Right.
would say Pearl.
You'd say Pearl. I was thinking Radawati, but
Yeah, I thought the Arawati was in India, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, me too.
India is
But the-
Southeast Asia.
Well, I guess that's true. I guess I'm thinking.
Well,
Yeah.
it's not.
Oh.
No, it's not in the list of 11 countries he has above that he considers Southeast Asia.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
so
he's
I
calling.
would say that it's that one.
Iratawadi sounds like India.
He's defined
Me.
Southeast Asia as being these 11 countries, and it does not include in
Yeah.
number one.
India.
It
Yeah.
does not include India.
Right. So
So if 2 out of all of us think that
Hi
river
there.
is in India, I would vote for that one.
I vote for Iratawadi too. It sounds like India.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sure does. I mean, I
Irawadi.
immediately thought Pearl just because it sounded so Anglo, but there's lots of colonization going on. So
Oh yeah. Okay.
1896, I think.
1896. That sounds about right.
I just had late 1800s.
Yeah. Well, that's
I
pretty
was
late.
thinking around the same time as Alaska. Was Seward part of this?
Alaska was
No.
1848
No, that one they wanted.
or something, wasn't
This
it?
was a.
No, that's when it became a state, not when they bought it.
Oh,
What were you saying, James?
This was part of the Spanish American, or led up to the
Yeah.
Spanish American War.
Right.
Oh, okay.
And this is
excuse me.
Angkor Wat,
Oh, yes, thank you.
except I can't remember his Angkor Wat. I think it is something like that.
Yeah.
Nobody counts for spelling, so I'll take
Right.
it.
Not in that one.
No. What the heck?
Oh, I never saw that movie, so
I
No, I
didn't
never-
either, but for some reason I'm seeing Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, good. That was going to be what I was going to say for the same
Yeah,
reason.
so I was thinking
I
too.
never saw it either.
oh, it sounds like somebody you might cast on a beach.
only if his co-person's young enough.
Number
Okay.
7, Thailand definitely shares a border with them, I'm sure.
Thailand and China,
China.
so it's A.
China does.
Yeah, it's A.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah,
Thailand and
refugees-
China are both on sea also.
Oh.
And I thought
Yeah.
India shares a border with Myanmar too, but
I
don't
don't
quote
think
me
so. I
on
think
that.
it's further south. Well,
You think
no.
it's
And I
further-
don't think Cambodia does.
Oh, that's true.
Cambodia is further east.
Am I allowed to look at my huge world map here?
No.
No.
Only if it's within your eyesight.
Well, it is if I
holding
hold it close enough.
No, you
there's,
can't
there's,
touch it.
there's nothing on there I can even read anyway. So
I think it's C.
And a
Well, it's
Bangladesh.
definitely China and Thailand.
right.
And India.
And I thought a lot of the
didn't-
folks went from Myanmar into Bangladesh, but I can't.
Yeah, I did too.
I thought so too.
So that's why I'm thinking C.
That's
But
why I
Okay.
think C.
Yeah. So I would agree with C also.
okay. And I just watched a travel video about the Petronas Towers, and I can't remember what city it was.
Well, the capital of Malaysia.
Is that Kuala Lumpur?
Oh, that sounds right.
That makes sense. That's
Yeah.
right. It is. And that's where it is.
Okay.
There you go.
Lumpur. It's Lalum, isn't it?
You can't count spelling. That's insane.
Yeah,
This
just
one
right
is
here.
saying-
Properly spell it.
Well, I'm properly spelling it, just not correctly.
Were we still so far behind that we got Celia too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're doing well. We need to stop trying so hard. We're going to have everyone on our team.
Yeah, all the new people. I would have given you both, but I had to give Karen to
Lumpur.
somebody else.
Lumpur? Okay.
Lumpur,
Jane
yeah.
said she
All
So
right.
you guys actually literally got just 1 point that first round. That must have been a doozy because I thought I've done a few doozies, but people would have got at least a few points.
Canadians.
No,
That
we're
might-
really good at talking ourselves out of points. So
Yeah.
Canadian stuff, yeah.
We were trying really hard for Deborah.
And
Yeah.
What did Jane say?
You wouldn't think the
She
Canadian
said she had
stuff would be
fallen
so
asleep,
hard.
but if she can get a bite to eat, she might show up for the bonus round.
We might
maybe
still be here. Yeah, she hasn't been around a long time. Did she finally move?
No, she's working
Let's
she's
finish
sick
this
a
up
lot of the
first.
Yeah.
time.
Well, I don't
Let's
know
keep
any of
going.
these
So number
answers.
9.
I mean, I think of Thai iced tea as a reddish brown.
Well, that's 10.
No, that's
It's
10. So we're doing 9.
Oops, sorry.
Yep.
Maybe just
I mean, that's why I kind of
D.
was like, what?
I think 9 is a total guess at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What sounds good?
Well,
Indonesia.
he lives in Thailand.
Indonesia.
so-
Indonesia.
That
Okay.
does not sound Vietnamese to me.
No.
No. It's too.
Indonesia.
I'm hearing a lot of
spread out.
Indonesias, so
Yeah, why not?
Let's go with that.
now I would vote for orange.
I
Yeah,
would
me
vote for
too.
For the
orange.
Thai
I said
iced
orange
tea.
too.
Every
I'd
time
vote
I've had
for
Thai
orange.
iced tea, it's
Well,
orange.
that's why I was kind of quibbling with the question because that's subjective whether you can consider that color red or brown or orange.
They
I
probably
agree.
use like they
It could
probably
be
use
any
like
of that.
beta carotene or something to
So
color
it's
it.
not pink.
No.
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 Okay.
Yeah, I can almost see orange sliding into
It
brown.
is-
I would
it
never
is
think
just-
it's red, but
It's
it's
so
Yeah.
delicious, Thai
oh,
iced
but it
tea.
yeah.
And it'll keep you awake for like 3 days. But it's
Yeah.
And
really
and
good.
it is like 5,000 calories with all that creamy.
Oh God, and
milk.
Oh my
sugar.
They're
goodness, an
good
iced tea?
calories. They're good calories.
Iced tea
There-
is supposed to be no calories.
You've never had Thai iced
Thai
tea,
iced
Susan?
tea?
No,
Yeah,
never
you
even
know,
heard
Oh,
of
you
it.
gotta try
it's,
it.
it's incredible.
Not if it's
But
that
Yeah, you-
fattening. I might
is-
like it.
Okay, guys, I've had a long day, so I'm
We're
gonna
losing
sign
Carolyn,
off.
you guys.
You're losing me.
Oh, bye,
I'll
Carolyn.
see you
Good
next
night,
time.
Carolyn.
Take
Thank
care.
you. Take
See you
care.
next time.
But I would consider that, I would have called that color red brown, but you know, whatever.
Yeah, but I think it's
That's why I thought that was
I
a
think
little
they add
flexible.
orange
I
to
don't
it to because
Yeah.
the
Orange
black tea
dye,
is black, and
yeah,
then
black tea is black, and then the
They add the
evaporated milk is
orange.
very white,
yeah,
and yeah, they make it so they give it that reddish brownish tone with orange dye. You're probably right.
Yeah.
I think so. And it's got to be a food grade thing. Let's hope at least.
Yeah.
So-
It's orange dye number 7. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, we got them all.
Yeah.
I think we did better than round 1.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sure. I am sure of it.
That
Well,
must have
we're
really
getting
been a
better
deep read.
each time.
Yeah, so is everybody
Yeah.
else, though.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh
But we're
well.
still in the running. I mean, amazingly enough, round 1, nobody did particularly well.
Oh, that must have been crazy because I thought I've done some pretty hard rounds when I've done them, but boy,
It
Well,
was
I-
pretty bad.
Yeah, but some of her stuff was in metric.
The only one that
Oh.
one team got 5 points, and that was a team that had a Canadian.
That was
lead.
high.
Yeah,
That was
and
the
it was
high team.
all about Canada.
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
given all the Canadians, that shouldn't be as
They-
difficult as the West
They
Indies
did
or
terrible
Africa
too.
or Southeast Asia. I mean,
Yeah.
we should
Well,
know more
problem
about
is-
Canada than
Except all the Canadians are from the center west side of the country, and the questions, a bunch of the questions were like Eastern Canada stuff.
Newfoundland, yeah.
Yeah, 2 Newfie
Yeah.
questions, 1 Quebec
some time in
question.
the Maritimes. It was too bad I wasn't there. Although, God, these must have been even too hard for.
Oh yeah, I've never been to Newfoundland. I've been to Nova Scotia 4 times, but never to Newfoundland.
Is Nova Scotia worth visiting? It's kind of on my bucket list.
Oh no!
it's,
Oh,
oh,
God,
it's
yes,
beautiful.
it is.
Get up Cape Breton Island, especially.
Got to go to Cape Breton.
That's where we've gone 4
It's
times.
just
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
it is beautiful.
So if I can ever walk again, I will. I will.
Yeah, if you're going to go to Cape Breton Island, you really want to be able to walk. Yeah, I mean, and we went to PEI Prince Edward
Beautiful.
Island one time there, which didn't take long. The big thing is totally by accident. It was the same weekend that Kate Middleton and
Oh.
her husband were touring. That exact same time, and it's such a small island. We ran into them twice.
Did you really?
Yeah, just
Did you,
got-
did you hang out?
A pain.
oh yeah,
Would they go, oh, you again?
yeah. Oh, you again.
Did you have lunch or anything with them?
Well, my mom and my brother.
Well, we had lunch and they had lunch, but not together.
Oh, bummer.
I went to PEI once, but just for like a day.
Yeah, that's but all we
But
spent there.
but
my mom and but I've never been to Newfoundland, but my mom and brother have been.
I think Alan had his honeymoon. I think it might have been in Newfoundland. It might have been Nova Scotia. It might have been Newfoundland. I can't remember.
But that is just, it's such beautiful country around there.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
And I love the accents, the combination of Scottish, French, and English accents all blended together.
Yeah.
Can you understand them?
Oh yeah.
Some of them.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's
Okay.
English. It's, but it's and there are parts of Cape Breton where they have the highway signs in English, Gaelic, and Micmac.
Yeah.
Which is
wow.
the indigenous people are in Micmacs, and it's just so cool.
And sometime over the last few years,
I have a lot of places I want to go still.
Oh, I know, the world is
and realizing that if I can't walk, I can't go anywhere.
Yeah, that's a nuisance.
Yeah.
It's where they invented cruises.
Put you on a wheelchair.
Yeah, that's why they invented cruises. Bring the world view to the world.
Yeah, but you need to get off and be able to.
I was gonna say
it helps to be able to get off. Yeah.
Plus, I like to hike.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Well, the stuff you want to see is the stuff that's out there.
Yes, exactly.
But
yeah.
you can drive around, Cape Breton Island. You're gonna see a lot from the car.
From the car.
Yeah,
they have a road that goes all the way around the island, and it's beautiful scenery all the way around.
Yeah. I mean,
well, I did 45 minutes on the treadmill today. I need to go back to Las Vegas.
Oh yeah,
that was really good for me.
Well, they're gonna have us
boats all along the Bador too, and yeah, it's pretty beautiful.
I've also not been like to Maine and places like that. I've actually not really been much east of the Rocky Mountains.
So my a friend of mine from Cape Breton actually sent me this video. I don't know who this woman is, but a Canadian woman parliamentarian who, anyway, this video I guess is making the internet rounds about her joking about telling Donald Trump about no thanks about being the 51st state.
Oh yeah.
and she talks about, she said, well, instead of that, she's like, why don't we just make California, Oregon, and Washington the 11th province?
Yep.
Yay.
She says, well,
yeah, we would go for that.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm there. I'm like,
are you guys almost done?
Yeah, we're done.
Yeah, we're done.
Okay,
We're done.
Susan, can you start the timer?
Sure. And then she talks about how
Thank you.
Vermont and Maine have so many connections to the Maritimes anyway. They should just logically be part of the Canadian Maritimes. New England. So there you go.
Yeah.
And Minnesota.
And
yeah, probably Minnesota too.
And have health care. I mean, golly.
Oh, I think we could really stick it to the Americans by not only absorbing those states, but just making them territories instead of provinces.
Oh,
I'm
harsh.
okay
That's
with
harsh.
that. As long
I
as
got my
get
Canadian
healthcare.
citizenship, so I'm still good.
Hey.
However they do.
I get health care. I'm good. I'm
Yeah.
good. But I was perplexed about what Canadian perspective on what happened to Trudeau. I wasn't expecting that.
Oh, I was. I'm amazed he made it this long. He hasn't been popular for quite a while.
Yeah.
So what happened to him?
Yeah, why did he lose his
he was so popular for
He was for a while, but I think a lot of it is just the reactions. Everybody seems to be shifting to the right, and they want to get rid of a lot of the.
So it was a
more
right-wing objection to him.
General discontent.
With the powers that be.
Whoever's in charge, they don't like whoever's in charge.
Yeah, there's an anti-incumbency thing going around.
That's
across all the developed
So
nations.
nothing particular to him, just
Well, there were a lot of his policies. He really
He's been
hasn't been
around
able
a
to
long
accomplish
time, his
much. Yeah, he's been there
father.
for 10 years and hasn't really accomplished a whole lot lately.
Well, I mean,
he could be a Fox News host.
we'll see what
yeah.
what what
Yeah.
Canada gets after that. They may regret what.
Good job, Jamie. We have answers.
I think people did very well.
I
Okay.
think I'm surprised. Yeah, there's people
Better than round one.
I think people did very well. We have much better. Okay, number one. The country which I didn't list is Singapore. And all these companies who were in Northern California, San Jose, Santa Clara, the biomedical companies, all got out of California and moved to Singapore. And I was going to Singapore, twice a year to go to these pharmaceutical companies on business, but they all moved out of California.
Was it for tax reasons?
I don't know. The country, Singapore, put a tremendous amount of money and effort into the biosciences.
Educating
So
their workforce.
Yeah, the whole country is based on biomedical.
Jamie,
Okay, number two.
You gonna put these in the chat?
After I'll put them in chat afterwards. When is
Trump,
Singapore?
Trump's going to fix that because he'll just put tariffs on everything we import from Singapore, and that'll solve it.
I'm sure that's right.
Well, we should
Number
take over
two?
Singapore. That'd be worth it.
It would be. Yeah.
It would.
Number two. ASEAN stands for the Association of Southeast Asian Nations.
Yes.
Yes.
It was
On a
obvious.
roll.
Though it might not be.
Number three, the river which is not in Southeast Asia is the Pearl. The Pearl is a Chinese.
Oh no.
Pearl's
Where's the
Chinese.
Pearl? Where's the Pearl?
China. It's a Chinese near
There
Shanghai.
is a Pearl River violin. There's a Pearl River violin concerto that is Chinese.
Oh, what do you know?
Oh,
So
neat.
you got that one right? You got that one right?
Yeah.
The Irrawaddy is in Burma. The Chao Phraya is here in Thailand, and the Mekong is everywhere. It's Burma and Cambodia and Laos. It goes all throughout Southeast Asia, Vietnam. Number four, the Philippines was purchased by the U.S. in 1898.
Oh,
We went the wrong direction.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, at the conclusion
Yeah.
of the Spanish American War. So I accept 1893 to 1903.
Yes.
Okay.
All
We had
right.
to add 2 years to get it right. Shit.
Yeah. And it stayed
Sorry,
as a
Karen.
U.S. territory. It stayed
Good
until
job,
1946. 1946, Philippines became an independent nation away from the U.S. Number five, the name of the famous the Hindu temple is Angkor Wat. Angkor Wat.
Yeah. And go.
I have a shirt. In fact, I can show you. Oh, let's see.
No, you
It disappears. Can't see it.
You have to keep your face in there, Jamie. If it doesn't have your
Got
face,
a
it makes
cloak of
everything
invisibility
invisible.
when you went.
Okay, there it goes. Jeez. Yeah, there. Can you
Oh
see?
yeah. Yeah.
Siem Reap, Cambodia. Beautiful, beautiful spot. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yep.
A beautiful, beautiful spot. But it's I love the history of Southeast Asia. It's a fascinating place to visit. But there are tons of Chinese who go and visit. They come in these big buses. They all want to get a photo with Angkor Wat in the background. So thousands of Chinese, they go there, get their picture taken. They just hop on the bus and go away. They don't care about the history or the culture. They just want the photo
The
shot.
same thing happens when I've been to the Grand Canyon. Busloads of Chinese tourists, they take a picture and then they take off.
Yeah, they don't care.
Chinese don't care. They don't care.
Happens at Plymouth Rock too.
Yeah, they just want the photo shoot, and that's it. To tell their friends that they were there. That's all. Okay, number six is Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
Hey, we guessed that
We got one.
A very famous area. Number seven, the countries that border Burma or Myanmar is C. India,
Yeah.
Bangladesh,
Good job, team.
Thailand, China, and Laos. Number eight, the capital of Malaysia, where they have this delicious corn-flavored ice cream, is Kuala Lumpur. And it's spelled
Oh my gosh.
The
Kuala
corn
Lumpur.
flavored ice cream played no part in our decision of that answer.
No.
Never heard of that.
Diversion.
Why?
Jamie brought it up before.
And so,
Right.
so are
Yes.
people going to have to prove they spelled it correctly to you now?
Yeah, well, it's Kuala, koala, and Lumpur is Lumpur. Two U's.
Yes.
Did
I hate
anybody?
to say
Did
that
anybody?
I
get
We
got
that
got
one?
it. We got it.
questions concerning Myanmar correct just because they had that coup, and I was following the news for a while on that.
Yeah, it's really disgusting. It's all caused by the
It's so
Chinese.
sad.
Well, the
Yeah.
Chinese caused it. The Chinese
Yeah.
simply want access to the minerals, particularly copper.
Why can't they
But-
just go there and take a picture with the minerals?
Yeah.
It's a
But we
rock
will-
that's radioactive, just like Kyle.
No,
was
it's
talking
terrible.
about.
That coup is just.
It's all China who wanted to buy the minerals, and they basically, went side by side with the coup members, took over the government to steal the resources, and they use the population as miners, as illegal workers, and a lot of them fled, and a lot of them fled to our island here and to Thailand, and the people building buildings here and the immigrant workers are these poor Myanmar people who had to flee. So next door to us, there are children, there are families who live in a work camp, and their 7-year-old kids are taking bricks and helping with concrete. So the families are hired by construction companies in Thailand to build the houses, do the construction work. It's kind of sad.
Terrible.
So you have child labor in the country where you're at?
Oh, next door.
Yeah, next door, the kids are working on houses.
You mean in
yeah.
the house next door to you guys?
Yeah, there's a housing complex which is being built
You're
next to
kidding
us.
me.
No, and
By
kids are,
7-year-olds.
That's just
Yeah, they're-
disgusting.
It's
no,
horrible.
the kids,
Why
but
would
they but
why
they
would
have a
Thailand
home.
put that up with that?
Well, they have all these migrants. The Burmese migrants are coming to this country to work. So at least they're safe from their home countries.
Still.
So they're not being massacred, but they're
They're
working.
not being safe
Getting
from
income.
having bricks dropped on their heads and
7-year-old
smushing their hands.
7-year-olds
Yeah.
should be going to school.
Yeah, what are they? The Scientologists?
No,
Yeah,
there's
seriously.
the 7-year-olds are the electricians.
That's not too far away from the truth.
Horrible.
You see what we saw.
That's horrible.
But we see in the mornings, we see pickup trucks with probably, a dozen or so Burmese workers on the back being transported to the construction sites all around Thailand. It's very
See,
common.
Susan, this is the other reason, the actual reason that aliens do not stop at the Earth.
No. They see this
Yeah.
kind of, but at least they're safe. Instead of being massacred in Burma, at least they're safe and they're making an income and their monies are going and sent back to their home country. So, at least it's kind of sad.
It is. It is.
That
horrible
if that lets you
coup
sleep
is-
at night.
But it's all greed. It's all the Chinese are causing this whole thing. It's all greed.
I'm sure they have workers' comp and everything
Oh,
like
of
that,
course.
right?
They're educating
sure.
them. They have schools there and safety
Yeah.
helmets. Yeah.
It's kind of
Yeah.
sad. Okay, number 9.
OSHA.
Number 9 is Thailand. Sawadee means it's in Thailand. So in Malaysia, they say salam. Here we say sawadee. Vietnam, it's sing chao. Indonesia, they say hello. And in Laos, it's sawadee. Hello, they say hello. Hallo in Indonesia. Here it's sawadee. Sawadee cup.
Jamie, what does ba mean after Sawadi ba? What does that mean?
Well, it depends if you're a man or a woman talking. A woman would say sawadee ka.
Sawadi ka.
Sawadee ka, K-A. A woman speaking always says sawadee ka. A man would say sawadee ka.
Yeah. Kop and ka. Thank you. Not ba. Ka. Thank you.
That's basically the only Thai which I know. Everyone speaks English. That's all I know. That and thank you. And number 10, the Thai drinks, they're colored bright orange. Bright orange, always. And the reason why the Thai tea is colored orange is in order to distinguish it from cold, creamy, iced coffee, which is very popular. You can't tell the difference otherwise. They're the same tan color. So they tint the tea bright orange so you can tell which drink is which.
What happens if you're colorblind?
Then you have to go by taste. You're stuck. Okay, I'll post the answers.
All right. We're getting a lot of information this night. All right, let's see.
Okay.
Hey, last round. Let me get these answers in and then we'll get started.
For next week?
I don't have next week. I have Celia, and if you guys
Scores?
don't hurry up, start volunteering, Celia's going to do them all.
I'll take one.
Kevin's-
Scores, Susan? Everyone gets 10, right?
I'm putting the answers into the thing right now. So who else is going to volunteer besides Kevin?
I can do one if you really need it.
Yes, I really need it.
It's on lighthouses, just to warn y'all.
Okay, well, we just went to a lighthouse, so we should be good.
Can we do Punch and Judy?
I would do Punch and Judy, no problem. Let's do it.
Hey,
I've got a
let's
whole
go
bunch.
study now.
I've got a whole bunch of trivia of Agatha
I
Christie.
saw that,
sitting here.
Deborah.
Thailand.
Lighthouses are cool.
Okay.
They actually have a lot of really
I
interesting.
think we need another Romero
interesting history
song with all the different weird cover versions of
Oh
the
yeah,
hit
that was
songs.
fun.
Those
Yeah.
are great.
Okay,
Maybe
let's
the
see.
week after.
There you go.
All right,
you.
so
Okay,
we've got for next game,
the week after Ramiro may do it. Question mark.
I also need a bonus. Okay, I'll get one in a minute. So scores.
I don't think
So
anyone wants
I've given
me
like
to do
everybody to this, thrown everybody at this team. Nobody thought Trump would win Greenland, but into it.
But into it.
8.
I knew it.
Okay. All right. And
Hey.
Gulf of Dumfuckistan.
7.
Great name.
All right. Bad human. Bad human.
10. Whoa,
Wow.
nice.
All right. The 11th province.
10.
Wow.
Dang. I didn't know that was that easy, that
Right,
category.
no, I did. It sounded really hard.
It sounded very hard to me. All right, Gail,
Wow,
you're
those are
up.
some massive high scores.
Yeah, wow.
Okay. Let me start by giving you a little bit of a hint of how this happened to be. What it's about is fictional character quotations. And what I did was I went to AI and I asked it for 50 characters from literature.
Were we done with scores?
Yeah.
Okay.
I asked her for 50 characters from literature or movies and their fame and their quotes, and most of them were too easy. So then I got 50 more, and then I got 50 more. They're still pretty easy, I think, because I know the answers, which for me means it's really easy. However, we will see. I'm hoping that this is just going to copy. We'll see if it'll just copy in one. But that's where they all came from. All right, now that copied, if you don't use numbers but words, it doesn't care. So these are the names of the fictional characters, okay? Now I'm going to give you... And
What do you mean they're fictional?
I'm sorry? I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
Those are fictional?
Yeah, they're fictional. Okay, and there are 12 of them, so all of them do have answers, but you pick the 10 you want to count. You all get that part, right?
Yeah.
And they are lettered, and I'm going to have to do those, I think. Let me try and do them all at once. I don't think it'll take them all at once. Well, it did. Good. Okay. So those are the fictional characters. I can read them. Do you want me to read them? Oh, for the recording?
Please. And
One,
did you
Harry
read-
Potter. 2, Atticus Finch. 3, Yoda. 4, Sherlock Holmes. 5, Dumbledore. 6, Hannibal Lecter. 7, Katniss Everdeen. 8, Holden Caulfield. 9, Mustafa. 10, Jane Eyre. 11, Ferdinand. And 12 is Dorian Gray. And here are the things. That first one isn't a 1, it's an A. A is the only way to get rid of a temptation is to yield to it. B is I am no bird and no net ensnares me. C is I'd rather smell the flowers. D is people always think something's all true. E is I wish we could chat longer, but I'm having an old friend for dinner. F is may the odds be ever in your favor. G is you never really understand a person until you consider things from his point of view. H is it's a capital mistake to theorize before one has data. Insensibly, one begins to twist facts to suit theories instead of theories to suit facts. I is do or do not. There is no try. J is happiness can be found even in the darkest of times if one only remembers to turn on the light. K is remember who you are. And L is it does not do to dwell on dreams and forget to live. So just match any 10 of those with the character that they're in. Any questions?
Last studio. What's my glass in it?
Are there any answers?
Yes, Vincent, I have some.
Okay.
Thanks, Gail.
Yeah, I don't.
You don't need me. You're going to know all of these.
Yeah.
Between the five of us, maybe.
I think I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So
I assume that E is Hannibal Lecter.
yes.
Wait, which one did you think was Hannibal?
I wish we could chat longer, but I'm having an old friend for dinner.
That's the one that that's
Hannibal Lecter. And
that's
F is Katniss Everdeen, which is 7. May the odds ever be in your favor.
Yes.
I think that was said to her, but not
That
by
was said
her.
to
But
her. 5 is J. Dumbledore said that. Happiness can be found even in the darkest of times if only one remembers to turn on the light. That was in book 7.
that sounds Dumbledore-y.
It was in book 7.
I'm thinking G, you never really understand a person's point of view. Is that Atticus Finch?
I think maybe. I
Not
have not
super
read,
confident on that.
I've not read that book.
H
is there's no question that 3 is I. Yoda is do or do not.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Potter.
And H
4
is H is 4, Sherlock Holmes.
Absolutely, yeah.
What was that one?
It is a capital mistake to theorize before one has data. Insensibly, one begins to twist facts to suit theories instead of theories to suit facts.
Could number 10 be B? I've not read.
I wouldn't recognize a Jane Eyre
L
quote
is
if my life depended on it. What'd you say, Susan?
L, it does not do to dwell on dreams and forget to live. That seems very familiar. It's got to be.
Dorian Gray?
No, I've never read that. Must be one.
Okay, remember who you are. That's Mufasa.
You know what? I think L is not on this list.
Yeah,
It's a very famous. I've heard the line, but I don't see anybody that fits.
well, hold on. Didn't she give us?
She gave us a couple extra.
No, she said they all have matches.
Yeah,
they
they all
do?
have matches. Yeah, she gave us 12.
Yep.
Well, then I don't know what that is.
Oh. That could be Harry Potter, but I don't know.
Well, I mean, that's about the only thing left over, unless.
Well, there's Ferdinand, Dorian Gray, Jane Eyre, Holden Caulfield, and Harry Potter.
I would say Caulfield's probably people always think something's all true.
We already have a Dumbledore.
Yes, Dumbledore's J.
Yeah, I would think Dumbledore was
That's Dumbledore said that to Harry Potter when they were in King's Cross Station after he died of Voldemort's hand.
Oh, you're giving it away. Come on, man.
It's been over 20 freaking years.
Oh, geez. No way.
Like, actually, it's been 17 years since that book came out. So, yeah. That's the last thing he said to him before he left.
And we don't think there are two Dumbledores.
You know, because that's what I swear that other one is Dumbledore too.
Which other one?
Yeah.
That's my
L.
feeling. They're both Dumbledore.
Which is
L.
the other? Which one do you think is Dumbledore?
It does not do
L.
to dwell on dreams and forget to live.
Could that be Dorian Gray?
No, because I've never read Dorian Gray, and I know that line is a Harry Potter line. Could L be Harry Potter? I mean, L be Dumbledore, and then
No. I will.
J is actually
J is what Dumbledore says. That is his parting words to him.
It does not do to dwell on dreams and forget to live. I thought that's what the Harry Potter's mom told him, or Sirius told him. No, it was Dumbledore. He said it with the mirror.
Yeah.
Remember the mirror of
Era said, and no, that
it does not do to dwell on dreams and forget to live. I swear he said that.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
the clock is coming, so I don't
What
know.
do we got? What do we got so far?
We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 2 is G, 3 is I, 4 is H, 5 is J, 6 is E, 7 is F, and 9 is K.
Okay.
Who do we have for Mufasa? K. Yeah.
K.
Right. Okay. So what are we missing? Or do we have 10?
No, we have 7.
So number 10, Jane Eyre, I think that's B.
Okay.
12, Dorian Gray, I think that's A, that is labeled 1 but is A.
Okay.
Um,
And we need one more.
I don't know. Pick something and stick it somewhere.
You sound like me,
That
Carl.
could be taken impolitely.
At the end of this turn, I'm going to say goodnight because my brain is falling asleep.
Well, we're done. This is it.
Do
At the
just
end
for
of
the
this,
hell of it, do D for 8.
It's the end of the game.
Does that
I
take
don't
it to
even-
bed?
Okay.
who is Holden Caulfield?
He's from
Catcher in the Rye.
Yeah, Catcher in the Rye.
Another book
Okay.
I haven't read, but I
He's the
haven't.
catcher.
Not the pitcher?
Okay, so let's get our answers. What do we got?
Okay, I'm going to put the answers up several times in different versions, depending upon how you did it. The first version is with the words and the letters attached to it. And I think you all did very well from what I saw, so I was not wrong that it was too easy. Okay, so the first one, Harry Potter is L, Atticus Finch is G, Yoda is I, Sherlock Holmes is H, Dumbledore is J, and Hannibal Lecter is E. And for the other ones, I think that's okay. Yeah. Okay. Katniss Everdeen is F. Holden Caulfield is D. Mufasa is K. Jane Eyre is B. Ferdinand is C. And Dorian Gray is A. And just for your information, let me put in the references for these, and hopefully this will copy without any trouble, so you can tell where they came from. Dorian Gray is from the picture of Dorian Gray, the only way to get rid of the temptation. B is Jane Eyre. I am no bird and no net snares me. Ferdinand would rather smell the flowers. Now let's see if that's going to copy without. Yeah, it did. It changed all the letters in the first.
So why are you even doing this part? I don't understand.
That was, well, it was just if you wanted to see where they came from. So ignore the letters, just so you know where what the quote's from. Holden Caulfield, don't look at the letters because it's redoing them as ABC. Holden Caulfield is from Catcher in the Rye. Hannibal Lecter is from Silence of the Lambs. Katniss Everdeen is from the Hunger Games. Do you want the rest of them, or do you?
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Katniss Everdeen.
That was a very good fun category, Gail. Thank you.
Yeah,
I enjoyed
I have
that.
a feeling we have very high scores that makes up for some.
I think so too, because as a team, we really.
Maybe not as high as you think.
Okay, Atticus Finch is from To Kill a Mockingbird. Sherlock Holmes, of course, is from Sherlock Holmes.
The few that I knew.
Yoda is from Star Wars. And the last three, like I said, they gave me ones that were just too easy.
Brandy was having a Mandela effect issue for Harry Potter, so we're.
I'm not.
Okay.
I don't think Harry Potter said
Dumbledore
that.
is from Harry Potter. Mufasa is from The Lion King, and Harry Potter, of course, is from
I
Harry
think
Potter.
Dumbledore says it.
Dumbledore said both lines.
I thought so.
Yeah.
When they're looking in the mirror,
Dumbledore
right?
said both.
Yes.
Yeah, I knew it.
I mean, I didn't even remember, and it doesn't sound like Harry Potter said.
Don't trust AI.
Yeah,
And I
Harry
don't remember
Potter doesn't
Katniss
say it.
saying that. We know they
That's
said
why I
it a
told
lot
you
in
it
the
was from
movie.
AI. This is
All right,
what
so
AI
general rule, people, and I've done this for 4 categories. You cannot trust what AI tells you, and Kyle
And
knows
you were,
this.
Susan,
You have to
right.
double check every answer it gives you in 2 places.
You were
Yeah.
right
about?
At least 2 places.
At least.
You were right in the context where he said that quote.
That's one of the
I got-
Rob. That's one of the reasons I gave you the choice of 10 out of 12.
Yeah, that was good.
Right, got it.
Because we chose to avoid those two
Yeah.
because you told us that. Thank you.
And Katniss, we don't know if she actually said that, but I know they said it in that movie many times.
He did not say that.
Yeah, I didn't think so either, James. I
Said
don't
it
know.
to her, but not by her.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I got that wrong too.
She was always a player, not a runner.
It didn't seem like her personality to tell that to somebody, even sarcastically. So
That's what the president said for the contest.
Yeah, so AI has a tendency to do that. It kind of comes close, but it doesn't get it right sometimes.
So I need somebody to do bonus next week. And the volunteer is.
I can do a bonus if you really need one.
Thank you, Carl. All right, sounds great. And I have Romero. I put you down for the following week as a possibility, so don't be shy.
So just I want to continue with that. I've been actually using AI for a lot of my categories as a start. I just come up with an idea. Oh, give me 30 questions on this. And if they seem to be like reasonable, okay, I'll use this category. And then I go and check every single one. And quite often, at least half of them are fundamentally wrong. But at least, I can look up the right answer.
It's a way of starting.
Yeah.
All right, so we have to get our scores. So let's see how everybody did. Nobody thought Trump would want Greenland, but into it, you guys got starting to come back.
10.
That helps. Enjoy it for the moment. Think and concentrate. How much you enjoy the moment that you're ahead. Stop the count. Stop the count.
Not yet.
Also, dumb fuckistan.
Now we're going to stop the count. 10.
All right. Well, I hope you guys
Stop it
enjoyed
now.
your
Stop
moment.
it now.
Bad human.
10.
Okay, and the 11th province?
We got 8, but only because we got confused on the Harry Potter stuff.
Look at that. You could have been in the lead.
Yeah.
Damn, you should have avoided
AI
Harry Potter
cost
stuff.
you the game.
I think we did get 10, but
Wait,
were
you did you do
confused.
10 or do you think you got
Well,
10?
we
There's
were
two different-
confused on
It's
happy.
numbers.
Yeah,
They match.
but
Well, call it an 8.9 then.
happiness.
It isn't enough to have gotten them. It have to be
31.9.
10
You
that you
still
wanted
didn't
to
win.
use.
Then
That's why I said 0.9.
well, then we got 8, so it's fine.
All righty, Rue. Good job, everybody.
I wasn't in on the choice of our team name, Gulf of Dumbfuckistan. But there was a recently on Saturday Night Live. I've been watching like the
Bye,
repeats.
everybody. Good night.
Good
And
night,
they
Night,
had,
Avi.
Good seeing you.
Night, Avi.
good night. They had
Let's
a,
hope
they
he
had a
gets
thing,
20 years tomorrow. Sorry, I just had
they
to
had a
get
thing about George
I
Bush and
agree.
That's gonna
Santa
happen.
Claus. Did you see that on Saturday Night Live? And they said these are the people who live in Dumbfuckistan, and it was parts of the
No.
U.S. that voted for
Yeah.
George Bush.
Oh,
No, I've
maybe
heard
that's where Peggy
it's an
got it
old
from.
phrase. I mean, I've heard it used for years.
Yeah, but they showed America. They showed like the people who voted for
Yeah.
Democrats, and
Yeah,
the
at least
rest was
since the Afghan
Dumbfuckistan.
War.
It's an old phrase.
Yeah, it's an old phrase.
All right. So
Night,
I'm going to
Alan.
sign off because I have been okay. Thank
I
you.
actually
Karen.
have to think that
I've been here
calling it
forever. It feels like in my chair, and I've
changing
got
the
to
name
get
of the Gulf of Mexico is
I'm willing
ridiculous
to.
idea.
I see, Karen. Gotcha.
Okay.
Good night,
Thank you.
Night.
all of you who are leaving.
I'm
Anybody
going to
wants
stay
to
for a
speak
few
also?
minutes.
Because I'm
I'm
going
going
to
to stay
sign
for a
off.
few minutes.
Karen
No,
takes
I'm
it.
gonna
I
leave.
will,
Good night.
Susan.
I'm gonna leave.
If anybody's sticking around for a few minutes, I will. But if
Yes.
I
everybody's
tried.
going to
Hold on. I have to wait because if I try to assign you the number, every time I click on the buttons to assign it to you, somebody leaves.
Are we recording?
Well, you won't be now. I'm gonna leave.
Turn it
But
off.
yeah, I try to give you the assignment, and then as I click on the three dots, somebody leaves the room, and all of a sudden you shift to a different place.
Oh,
That's weird.
Turn the recording off.
Okay, well, it's
okay. Good night, everyone. Come join us. Look on Facebook, Social Trivia by Susan.
Mm.